All right, we're ready to go. We got all our players on a holiday in the U.S. here, and everybody, welcome to a Labor Day D&D 5e Seeking Revonar. We're going to jump right back in. We had a really cool battle last week. If you missed it, we had a guest last week. If you missed the guest, you can go back and watch the VOD or on YouTube, and you can see all the action. I know Logan went back and watched his guy almost die. And he was sending me some blow by blows as he was watching. It was funny. So it obviously was a good one to watch. If you like combat, we're very big combat heavy based sessions at the moment. So we're going to stay with that. Let's bring you guys into the actual map, because I think I just have you guys over on the screen. There we go. Everybody back to where they're supposed to be. So let's recap a little bit. So our players pushed down into the second level of the Black Pyramid of Evil. As they went down, the feeling of dread, claustrophobia, evil thoughts permeated them as they continued to delve deeper. Even the walls seem to play tricks on them as they walk by and they see movement out of the corner of their eye, but when they turn to look, they don't see anything. Definitely this place has been affected in some way by its long-standing evilness. They made it down a set of stairs. They chose a right side. They had a choice of a left side set of stairs and a right side set of stairs. They went to the right, went down, and immediately jumped on a Norker that was there as a guard. Were able to subdue him quickly enough that he didn't raise an alarm, but then stumbled into some trolls at a door. Had a big fight with some trolls. Overhearing that from a room beyond, some ogres came to investigate, got into the fight, and at the end of it, we have several big, stinking, hulking bodies laying upon the floor. Blackish, gooish blood streamed all out as the players have vanquished those that had come to hear the ruckus thus far. Just to give you a recap of kind of where you're at, you're kind of sitting in a square room right now that has strange striations of color on its walls. The lines are of like a plum color, and they have like mauve veins and lilac worms, making just kind of anybody that's looking at these kind of feel nauseous if you're looking at the walls too long. The colors are very faint, but they almost seem to writhe and twist a little bit if you stare at them too long also. And as soon as you look away, every now and then you feel like there's motion at the corner of your eye in this room. So it's playing these weird tricks on vision at the moment, and just does not feel very good. Probably the most affected by this is definitely Tristan's Paladin's sense is probably going off the charts as far as radiation of evil. Though he concentrated and did not pick up demon or celestial aberration or fey, whatever evil this is, it's some type of those ancient and dark evils from the unknowable past that you've heard of every now and then. There's gods with no names from the way in the past. There's things that come from other dimensions every now and then that touch on our worlds, and those are the kind of things that warp your mind. Think very kind of Cthulhu-ish, I would think. It'd be the feeling of somebody who didn't know what Cthulhu was, but they were feeling its effects for the first time. That kind of thing. In this room, there were several beds that were created, several large beds in this room. They searched them and they did find some gold and some stuff. Hopefully they wrote that down. And that's where we're going to pick up. So we have a light source here. I'm doing the lighting manually just to make the map, because it's a big map with a lot of stuff on it, run smoothly instead of using dynamic lighting, which sometimes slows the system down. So I'm kind of doing that manually, and we do have a light source that's been moving around here, the torch.
We have a bullseye lantern out there also.
Okay. I can put one of those out also. Is it lit or is it just out? I don't remember that.
I took it off of the cloak because we needed to burn the troll, but it ended up they took the ring off of him and he fell apart. Cool. So I don't think we had lit it yet.
I'll put a little lantern out there. And who's carrying it?
I will mage hand it. Use my psionic ability to lift it up.
Well, you're doing the torch or the lantern because there's two things.
Oh shoot! I forgot about the torch. I am not carrying the lantern.
We didn't. Okay.
Yeah, because this is the torch that was being used. And I'll just put a lantern out there. And then whose was it? Who owns it?
It would have been mine off of the cloak of many things. So I'll take.
All right, yeah, I'll give you control of it. Controlled by Eingar. There we go. So if I say save, that way you can just move it around. We don't have to add anything to it. You have it if you need to. You can set it down if you want to. All right. So you were in in room surrounded by some bodies. As you listen, you don't hear anything at the moment. It has grown quiet. So what would the party like to do?
Weren't we on a short rest?
We are right at the very end. Although everybody does look healed up except Brock.
I believe we were doing it in large part to get Alberic's back on some magic abilities.
Well, if we did it, it would be in chat with hit dice being rolled. Anybody roll hit dice?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yes.
Yeah, so there must have been a short rest at this point. So you guys are waiting out an hour in this room.
Yep. Yeah, I can see mine and Cedric rolling.
Cool. So yeah, so the battles happen, then an hour has kind of taken place as you to rest. You actually have to be, you can be on watch, you can be looking around, you can be moving, but you can't be doing any strenuous activity. Nothing does come upon you at that moment. But you can't really explore while resting either.
Was it Rock or Tristan examining that ring?
I believe somebody tried an Arcana check.
There were two rings, right?
Failed it.
Well, one's definitely a regeneration of some sort. The silver ring.
Yeah.
An iron ring too, I think.
There was a gold ring with diamond and an iron ring.
I don't believe those were
those separate?
Magical though.
Okay.
Well, if nobody cares, I'll try to figure out the silver ring.
Yeah, it is a. You put it on.
Anybody have a problem?
Nope.
All right, I'll put it on.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
It feels cool to the touch, and being in this magical world, you would recognize that this, even though you're trying to think of a trigger word or you're trying to think of something, it must be the type of magic item that needs attunement. So if you do a long rest, you can attune to a magic item, and then it works.
Okay.
And let me just make sure that, let me see if that works on a short rest. It might. Let me check. I think it's a rest, but I don't remember which one it is. Some magic items require a creature to form a bond. Yep, the bond is called attunement. Attunement item requires the creature spend a short rest focused on only that item while being in physical contact with it. So if during your short rest you paid complete focused attention to the ring, then you could attune to it.
Would that forestall being able to get hit points?
No, I think that would be a non-strenuous activity. I don't think that would count.
Okay, then I'll spend the short rest paying attention to the ring then.
Okay. Yep, it is a ring of regeneration, but it's not the 5th edition version. It is an older, much more ancient magic version. What it does is at the end of a round, or at the beginning of your round, if you were down any hit points, you're not at your maximum, then you regain 2 hit points.
That's pretty killer.
Yeah. So in effect, if I hit 0, it would just bring me up to 2 every round.
Yeah, as long as the ring is on you.
Awesome. That's going to be awesome for a protection paladin.
Or you're going to lose a limb.
Yeah. It's on my shield hand.
Yeah. Yeah. The other ring is just worth money. It is not magical. In fact, I don't think you guys found anything else that was magical.
Yeah, that iron ring was not.
There was a ring with a diamond in it. It was not. The iron ring is the toe ring was an iron ring of regeneration.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. So the hour has passed.
All right, here we go.
I want to listen at this door.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check. It's over here where I can see it a little better. There we go. Sounds really quiet in the room. Seems like a nice thick door. The material seems to be of a stone material, also similar to the room. And even when it did open originally, it was crafted in such a way that it smoothly opened, so it must be counterweighted so that because it is a big, heavy stone door.
Do I notice anything about the door from using my dwarven stone cutting?
You can go ahead and make a roll.
What am I rolling on?
The stone cutting. Does it have I think it's like one of your proficiency skills or something, right? Or you have a tools, maybe?
Intelligence history check.
You're not sure of the origin. It's not something you've seen before, but you are definitely impressed by the craftsmanship.
Okay. Nice door.
No lock on it. Just seems to be a door.
Are we going through?
Let's open it. I don't hear anything over there.
All right. Let's give you guys some vision in there. Reveal. Let's zoom in so I can do this. What?
Albirix waits
We see her
patiently
there.
for the dwarf to go in.
Hello?
Hello.
All right. All right. So you can see that. I think you can guys get through the door there, even if I don't move it.
Nope.
No?
Oh. Nope, can't go through the door.
Let's go map and background. Nope. Objects. No. Aha, there we go. We'll do
Still not letting me.
We'll do that for now.
Why am I not?
You can't go in the room?
No.
Yep, same.
But it's uncovered. You can see it, right?
Yeah. I see the door open.
Well, the room's empty, right?
Well, let me just move you guys in then.
There's not some kind of obscurement layer.
No, there's nothing there. Okay. So this is a 40-foot by 20-foot wide room. The walls seem to be of a mauve color. seems to be highly polished stone, but nothing you've ever really seen before. And you're uncertain of what kind of stone it even would be. The floor and ceiling are polished obsidian, just like you've seen already elsewhere in a couple of the rooms. But this floor seems to have pyramids incised on it, one every few feet, all with bases to the north, points to the south. The ceiling also seems to have a carving that is basically like a bas relief. When you're looking upward at it, you think that it kind of shows patterns of tentacles and human figures interlocked, but the work is so intricate as to make being able to actually identify what it is exactly impossible. The stench in here is overpowering. This is clearly where the trolls were living, and you can smell it as if this is definitely the spot that they called their home. So it kind of permeates the whole room.
Yeah.
There's a few rotting remains of a bed and a couch and table and chairs. It probably was once a bed chamber, but all that stuff is dirty and broken and old and rotted. The bed and couch have been converted into nests, and the reek of this and the stench and the remains of their feeding make it doubly disgusting. There's a battered armoire against the north wall with one door missing. Drawers still seem to be intact, and a moldering pile of cloth in the bottom of the cabinet shows where some apparel used to be in there. So it probably looked like there were clothes at some point, but they've molded and they're just so old that they don't even resemble clothes anymore at this point. It's just a pile of fibers.
So we can't even, excuse me. So we can't even tell what sort of cut or they were or anything of that.
Right. You can tell that it used to be clothes, but it's just material that's deteriorated.
So Rock will pull on his leather gloves and start searching.
Okay.
Igar will turn his battle axe backwards and use the handle to search through stuff. Push it around, pull it around.
Yeah, so go ahead and you guys can make a investigation roll. So this will take some time as you're moving stuff around and you're digging through some stuff. Eingar, you said you're doing the armoire, and Rock, what are you doing?
I guess I'll look through the nests.
Okay. Albrix, what are you looking through?
Wherever they're not, they've got the nests and the armoire.
I'll keep an eye on the door.
All right. Yeah, you guys kind of dig through the stuff and you don't really find anything. Find some, like scraps of food and bones. They obviously just threw their trash on the ground here. The bed, and they used pieces of what must have been in here before and created nests. So they're more like just piles of stuff that they found and then been sleeping on, and it's now, just a rotted mess. Albrix rolled 20. Yeah, you don't really see. It seems like the stuff that was valuable to them, they must have worn, because that was the stuff you found on them, and you're not finding anything else in the room. Like there's no stowed away sacks of gold or anything like that.
I'm totally okay with getting out of here because it's disgusting.
Yep, let's get out of here.
As I'm leaving, I'm going to take one last long look at that carving on the ceiling, though. Can I try to use is it anything I've ever seen before, or does it?
It's not, and it's pretty intricate. It's pretty small, even though it's pretty high up on the ceiling. And you just get the idea that it's humanoid shape, so 2 arms, 2 legs, but you're not even sure if they're human or what they're supposed to represent. For all you know, they could represent Gith, or they could represent hobgoblins, or they could represent any humanoid, anything that walks around on 2 legs and has 2 arms. And then just being intertwined or mixed with tentacles and such. So very strange, very odd, nothing you've seen anywhere else.
It's
Okay.
nothing that Clark would have anything to do with, so Rock won't look at it. Makes him uncomfortable.
Okay. I'll move you guys out of the room in case you can't.
Albirix's shield is up as he advances behind them.
What's down the hallway to the west of it?
That's where we came from.
Oh, all right.
So just to give you, again, this is a broad hallway, about 20 feet wide, nearly 30 feet tall. You guys were here for just briefly. Vaulted roof, polished, so it kind of glints back light from above. Clearly discernible paintings of something unintelligible, kind of hurt the brain when you look at them, run the entire length of the hallway from the first great column near to the stairs where it turns on, which you see later on towards the bottom. There is a passageway to the east that you could see a door that, and it looks like another hallway that goes south. Let me give you a little bit more vision. Make sure we're on objects and tokens. Yep, we are. Reveal. So maybe like about like that.
Oh, so that hallway extends all the way down, right?
It goes off to the point where you can't see past it. Down into darkness.
Is that like a closet then?
Should we go check it out?
Probably should check each door in turn.
Yeah, let's check that door.
Albirix is going to stay here to kind of get a look. Watch our backs.
Let me get that door then. So I'm going to open that up. Like that for a second. And let's do some reveal here. Reveal area. So you guys would probably see. That. And that. Probably like that. Okay. So as you open that door, you kind of get a whiff of cooking. Maybe a stew of some sort. You hear the kind of clanks of utensils and pots, and you can see that there are 2 women here who are cooking. So there's a great trestle table that stands in the center in the main part of the room. On it are various pots, bags of stuff, baskets of dried vegetables and slabs of meat. There's a sideboard on the north wall that holds similar stuff. And it looks like they're there, they're preparing, and they don't even hear the door open as you guys kind of peek in.
Perhaps we should just close the door and keep moving.
Or we could ask them what's going on in here.
True. But they're clearly not tied to anything, right? They're just working. And the door wasn't locked.
Nope, door was not locked. They're working on what looks like they're preparing food.
So they're here by either mental domination or of their own free will. Either way, doesn't really bode well if we interact with them.
I just can't imagine not interacting with them. We could get a little bit of an explanation as to what's happening here. And
Right.
they're
Well,
feeding trolls.
if we go in there and they see us and they immediately scream, are we ready to kill them? Because if they sound the alarm, we're screwed, right?
I mean, they understand that the door's open.
They didn't see it. Lucian said they didn't even notice us.
Yeah, you guys are like in the 5 seconds as you start to see maybe one turn that way, so you got to make a decision.
I'm just going to close the door and then we can debate it.
Okay.
Is there any way that they could not have heard the fight that happened on the other side of the wall? I mean,
They don't seem concerned.
it just seemed odd.
Yeah, I'll grant you. Definitely seems odd.
And
But
go ahead,
if-
Tristan. Give me a. Let's see. You just want to close the door. Give me a dexterity check. And I guess you could use athletics if you wanted to. Yeah. So you close the door and you do it in such a way that it doesn't really even make much noise when you close it. And you could tell you got the door shut before the person was starting to turn, as if maybe they felt like, you get that weird feeling that somebody's looking at you, and maybe just a slight starting of the turn, but you'd already got the door closed and you guys didn't really hear any noise when you closed it. So the door is now closed.
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
I agree. If they're slaves, we can leave them
Let's go check
Until-
the next door.
until we're finished with the rest of this space.
Yep, because we can't escort them out, obviously. We can't guarantee their safety until we're leaving. I'd rather not kill them if we don't have to.
Sure. As Tristan's form goes down the hallway, I'm going to come back around and follow.
Yeah.
Was it lit in that room?
Yes, it was.
Maybe we should listen at this door before we open it, and possibly open it slowly when we do.
Are we doing investigation or perception for our listen checks?
Perception, I believe. That's what I did the last time.
Yeah, they'd be
I'll listen to the
perception.
door.
Investigation is like searching.
I'll listen at the door.
Yeah, go ahead. Pretty quiet.
I don't hear anything. That's worse than my last one.
I will open it quietly.
All right, let me grab that door. Boop. And let's open it up. Oh, had a hiccup there. There we go. And reveal. All right, so as you're looking in, you see what looks to be like a 50-foot by 20-foot hall. Looks pretty big, probably a place that could have housed quite a few people. Polished black stone walls, floor and ceiling are typical of what you've been seeing already, but you don't really see any strange colorations or decorations in this room. You see a crude table and chairs of huge proportions that's clearly large enough to be of giant size of some sort. And it seems like it's maybe set up as a dining hall. There's a large size crudely made bench. There are a number of boxes, crates, and barrels lining the north wall of the chamber. And several small fireplaces along the east wall show signs of having been used recently as you're looking around. So they have like coals in them that are warm and giving off a little bit of red, but they're not currently stoked. And there are many torch brackets along the walls that are all partially burned torches or stubs within them.
I'm gonna excuse me. I am going to use the torch, move it in there to light the other torches.
Okay.
As he whispers to Rock, I imagine this is where the ogres were. This is the direction they came from.
How many tables and chairs are there? I mean, can we get a count of maybe how many people sat here?
It's a crude large table and just a couple of chairs.
Is this
Of
door
huge
large enough for
proportions.
giant sized people to go through?
You actually think that they probably have to squeeze a little bit. This door does not look like it was made for giants, so that they must have to crouch and move through it. They wouldn't be able to get through it quickly. It's probably uncomfortable. It's clear that it wasn't made for them.
And we don't see anybody in there now, correct?
Seems to be empty currently.
I would like to go in. You'll have to move me in there.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
That is so weird.
I want to look at the ceiling.
Yeah, so as you're looking up, it seems to be polished black. It's about 20 feet up, and it resembles the same type of ceiling that you see in the hallway. Polished black obsidian.
And
No, like in the other room, the one that was up in the corner, there were decorations and there were striations in it, but this one is not. This one seems pretty plain.
I'll check the crates on the north end.
Yeah, so as you kind of, and again, this will take, as you're popping through stuff, you notice that as you're opening it up, it looks like the crates have food stuff. A couple of the barrels, as you pop them open, it looks like beer, wine, ale, mead, that kind of stuff in all these barrels.
I'll let the rest of the party know what I found. There's food in here and
Are you guys
drink
wanting to
type
go in,
stuff.
or do you want me to leave you out in the hallway?
I guess go in.
Anybody else? I don't know why it's doing that.
I'm gonna wait out. I'm gonna wait out
Yeah,
here.
I'll stay out.
Okay.
I'll help him search.
Yeah, so if you search around, 5-10 minutes later, you don't find any, doesn't appear to be any chests or anything of value besides the foodstuffs. And I mean, the beer and the wine are all of low quality, but they are, drinkable. There are large barrels of them. You figure you could throw a pretty good party.
Exit the room.
Same.
All right.
And I'll move down to the next door.
Cool.
Can we both listen?
Sure.
Is that a double door?
It's two doors that are just close to each other.
Oh, all right.
Seems quiet at the door.
Can I search it for traps, or do you have to have a specific trap skill for that?
You can do an investigation check. It appears to be untrapped. Seems quiet.
I will attempt to open it.
All right. Yep, swings right open. All right. Let me open. Let's go back to object layer, reveal. So you guys kind of know what that is now. Go like that. All right. So as you can see, this is another kind of smallish square room. You can see a few broken shelves, moldering bits of leather and vellum, which quickly make you think that this was probably a small, maybe it was a library at some point. There's scones and torch brackets that are on the wall, but they are not lit. It looks like just most of the shelves have been destroyed, and over either due to time or something else, all the torches are gone. Cobwebs hang from the corners. There are 2 heaps of old cushions and cloth in the north end of the room. 2 boxes with a plank form a table, with 2 nearby casks, obviously are set next to the table as if they're like stools or chairs. You get a smell of this room was lived in. Something used this room as a place to stay and hang out. Doesn't smell as bad as a troll, but maybe, it wouldn't take too much to guess that maybe this is where the ogres were staying. It has the lived-in smell of those ogres.
I'll break my gloves out again and step in and do some searching.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to as well this time.
I will stay in the hallway.
Oh, there we go. Let me open up a little bit so Tom has an idea and Iyengar have an idea of what they're looking at real quick. Reveal area. So what you guys can see, let me zoom in a little more so I get this right. Like this and that. All right. So you're searching in that room. Anything pop up in that room? The boxes that are holding up the table have what seem to be rotted food. There is a cask of water and there's some sour beer in this room. In the what you think was an old library, but probably has been turned into where those ogres stay. But you do not see any. You do not come across any treasure.
Any books? I mean, this is an old library. Is there any books?
What you see is like covers that have been torn off. You see rotted pages that no longer have any words on them, but you can tell they used to be pages, the vellum itself. You can see broken shelves that must have held books, but you don't see any intact books.
No covers with artwork, anything that could give us an idea of who lived here before.
No, it's all so rotted.
Okay. I will move out.
Same.
All right. You are back in the hallway.
Tristan, do you want to try that door?
Sure. I'll listen at the door and see what happens.
Okay, perception check. Seems quiet.
I feel confident, so I open the door.
I feel confident too. Let's see, that's on the map layer. So let's grab that one. It's going to open like that, I think. There we go. And objects and tokens. Reveal area. All right, this is another 10 by 30 room, polished black stone. You see a number of sconces and torch brackets are along the walls. Lots of them in this room, almost seeming like every few feet. And then you see is anybody going in?
Sure, I'll go in.
All right.
I'll follow.
So down towards the south end of the room, Let me do that. You see kind of piled up at the back, or as if they were pushed or just kind of thrown there. You see various desks piled up in the southern portion. There are numerous boxes, sacks, barrels, crates, and bags of stuff. It all seems to be in a considerable state of disarray. And from the look of it, it appears as if it looks like it's a supply as you dig through them some. It's food and drink also stored up in here. So in these last few rooms, it appears that they've been stockpiling supplies.
All right.
Just supplies.
Yeah, I mean, as you're opening crates, you're finding foodstuffs, and half of it is probably rotted. Half of it is still good. Half of it is about to rot. You're finding barrels of water. It seems like they're constantly bringing in lots of barrels of water, which might make sense. It might be hard to get water here, so they're probably constantly having to bring it in. But there's also, like, soured wine or soured beer or whatever it seems like they can scrounge. Now, the containers that you're seeing all this stuff in seems to be crude containers mixed with some of the containers that you would have seen, like the elves would have used. You see some of the containers that might have resembled what the Darklings would have created as containers, but then you're also seeing containers of, somebody else had created and you haven't seen before. So they're definitely ranging out, gathering supplies from a wide area. But seems empty and quiet as you're in here. You get the idea that this might have been with those desks that you're looking at them, it looks almost like scribes' desks. And they're all just kind of pushed and piled up at the back of the room, all kind of in a tumble. And I would think, Tristan, this would kind of remind you of like a scriptorium at one of the churches where they would have copied and remanufactured scrolls or books or something like that.
Yeah, I get it. But there's nothing in any of the desks or anything like that?
No, they're all empty. Yeah. Okay. They're just piled and jumbled at the bottom there.
Albirix is growing antsy.
Who has the best perception?
Albirix.
We're tied. Oh, you? Why don't you open these doors?
Yeah, come over here and listen.
I thought you would never ask. I'm going to go ahead and listen.
Go ahead. Perception check. Probably the only noise you in here is the occasional pop of what you think might be the crackle of a fire in a fireplace, probably. But you don't hear anything else.
Brock, you want to try to sneakily open the door?
Absolutely. Yeah. Stealth check.
You're gonna stealth? You're gonna hide?
I'm gonna try to open that door as quietly as I can.
That'll probably just be dexterity then. Yeah, it makes kind of a creaky noise when it opens. And let me open up what you can see here. Pick some tokens, polygon, not reveal. Give you that much. All right. So this is another. Anybody going in? Or are you just looking from there?
Is it how much light is in there? As I crack
quite a bit.
Is there enough for me to try to hide, shadow wise, with that cloak? And slip in.
There's several torches that are lit on the walls. There's a couple of fires that are burning at the moment. So, it's like a room that's been lit up by a fireplace and some torches. You can try it.
I'll try to blend in with the back.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth roll just to see how well you do. Okay. There we go. All right, so you can see that this is another large chamber, 50 feet by 20 feet wide. Let me give you the full room. Reveal areas. Here we go. There we go. All right, so another large-sized room. Numerous small fireplaces are along the east wall. These all seem to be lit at the moment. You get the idea that the way this is set up, that it probably used to be a banquet hall of some sort, but it's been repurposed. You can see there's a strange bed of enormous size. Odd construction of logs and planks occupies 20 feet of the west wall. You can see that the sconces are used as wall pegs and hold various giant-sized garments. Near the entrance is a crude table and chair that are also humongous. Next to it is a large barrel, small cask, and a crate. And against the far wall are 2 chests. You see a few giant-sized wooden clubs, a couple of giant-sized spears, and what looks to be like a bastard sword. Kind of has a nick in it. Where's that at? That is, I guess, just laying against the north wall in the corner.
Is that giant size as well?
No, it's just a regular bastard sword. So like a hand and a half sword.
It's like a giant dagger.
Maybe 5 feet. Yeah, it was probably a giant's dagger. Would be a good guess.
Have we seen anything big enough to warrant that bed?
No. Nope, that's much bigger than the ogres or the trolls that you've seen.
We should destroy the weapons. You said there's a fire?
There's fires in several of the smaller fireplaces along the east wall.
All right. Shall we just throw the spears and the clubs into that?
I'd like to go in the room too, Lucian, please.
I would also.
All right, everybody's going in.
We should not be trapped in here without knowing.
So right here, give me just one second.
I will stay at the outside the door to make sure nobody's coming, so I can give a warning.
Yeah, down the hallway, Eingar, you're at the door, and you see movement out of the corner of your eye. And when you look back up the hallway, you see the 2 women who have trays of food that seem like they're going down to that one room, and then they stop as they're startled and they see you standing at a doorway. And then they kind of look at each other, and then they kind of quickly go into this room here with the food.
I'm going to step in and tell the other guys that those women went into the next room next door, and they saw me.
I think we kind of have to go back and deal with them now.
Okay.
They didn't scream yet, which is good.
Nope. Head back up to where to the door that the women went into.
They're your people. You should talk to them.
Sure.
All right, so that's all
They're
kind of
human?
happening pretty quick before you guys go. Okay, so you guys are going back out the.
Yep.
So Eingar was here. This was all happening as you walked in, then who's going back out?
I'm going back out.
Okay,
I
Tristan's
will
going
go
back
with
out.
him.
If Tristan's running out, I'll run out.
Those
Don't move
spears.
yet. Just stay kind of here for a second. Anybody else staying in?
I'm I wasn't gonna go with them. I was gonna kind of stay here and look about the room.
Okay. So let's move slowly here so we get all this timing right here. Let's do this. Let's just go into... No, that's not what I want. Go ahead and select your tokens and roll initiative so that I can figure out who's moving at what time, and we'll just go by that order to make it easier. All right. Perfect. Okay. And yeah, we're at 10 till, so let's go ahead and take a quick 10-minute break. So we'll be back right at the top of the hour with just a couple of minutes there. We'll call it a stretch break because you'll stretch it to right about 10 o'clock. So we'll come right back at 10 o'clock Eastern, and we'll pick back up with the party starts to move up the hallway. Alberix is kind of looking in the room, thinking about what he's going to do with those weapons just as everybody kind of moves back. And we'll see how all that turns out as we see some cooks that were moving some food from one room to another. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a fun night. So hang in there. We'll be back. Transition. let's go. All right. So yeah, we see just Eingar sees the two go in carrying food trays. They definitely noticed him as they scurried into the room. And then we see Eingar coming out. You're acting first. Go ahead and do what you want to do.
I am going to run up here or head up towards
5:30.
where I saw
So you
them
get
go in.
your so you're gonna dash then to get all the way there, or are you gonna walk or move slowly or what?
I will
like
dash up.
Yeah, describe.
I will
everything
dash
you're
up to the door.
Okay. And as you get to the door, you see that they are placing these trays on these tables that are almost head-like or above them. And then the other one kind of sees you and then taps the shoulder of the other one who's pushing their tray up and starts pointing at you as you kind of dash up. Rock.
I'm gonna dash to the door.
Okay, well, you see
Actually,
Eingar in it. You got there first.
I'm familiar with how interactions with my kind and old human women go, so he is not going to run into that door.
Okay.
He'll stay outside.
Okay. All right, and before we get to what they're going to do, Alberix.
These weapons that are in here, are they crudely made or are they finely crafted?
I would say they're maybe above crude, but definitely only average, and they are definitely, all except the bastard sword, sized to be used by something very large.
Okay. I'm going to stay in here and continue to inspect this room. They should be able to handle a couple old women.
Okay, and then Tristan.
And then I guess I'll have to dash up to there.
So so we see
I
the
wanna
three
make
of
it
you kind of
clear.
run up. Okay, that's
Yep.
what I want to know.
And I want to make sure they can see my sigil and all that, so they get a feel for the fact that I'm a paladin, yada yada. The good guy, no less.
All right. So as you're kind of standing there in the door, you've kind of run up, and you can hear the clank of armor behind you. You hear the soft footsteps of the orc, and so Eingar, you know, part of your party has moved up. And one of the old. Let me get the description up here a second. Let's go back. Yeah, that one is. So yeah, they seem to be human women of the dumpy sort, appearing large, strong, fat, and clad in apparel typical of kitchen slaves. So they've got smocks on, and they're dirty from obviously working and preparing meals. Older, and one of them says to Eingar as he kind of moves up in common. Kind of looks to you startled and says, "What are you doing here? The ogres are going to be very upset with you if they find you." And then the other one that's next to her looks at her and says, "Maybe they can get us out." And then the other one looks back at her and says, "No, they're just going to get us killed. They're not going to get us out. You know what happens when they are defied. They're going to get us killed just for being here." And they kind of argue amongst themselves as you are at the doorway, at the threshold.
If I see Tristan come up behind me, I'm going to tell the women, here, this is the person you want to talk to. And kind of step aside to the side right back here and let Tristan talk to them.
Okay.
He's better at talking to people than I am.
All right.
Maybe in character.
All right, so we see Tristan step up. And then their eyes kind of get wide as they see this big, fully armored warrior kind of move up. And what do you do?
I try to put him at ease a bit. Say nice things like we're not here to hurt you. We're here to try to defeat the evil things in this building, and are you okay? Do you need help? That kind of thing.
Yeah, so you see one of them look at the other one as if kind of deferring to the one, and with kind of an eager look in her eyes, and the other one's kind of looking at you skeptically, and she's kind of like not trusting. You can kind of see it in her eyes a little bit, and it's like, you do not realize what you have stepped into. I am surprised you even are here. How did you get past the ogre guards?
We sent all of them on their way, shuffling their mortal coils.
And you see her kind of gasp a little bit and hold her mouth, and the other one's like, maybe we could go with them. Maybe they can get us out. And she kind of moves towards the doorway, and then the other one kind of takes a step and grabs her sleeve, and she's like, no, they're just going to get us killed. We're already going to be in enough trouble if they get found out. They should just leave. They should just leave now.
Well, one thing we could do is we could come back and get you after we clear out this place. Also, what else is in here besides the ogres and the trolls and the gnolls and the not lurkers? I forget the name of them. The goblin things.
And the one that's kind of close to you, she says, "Oh, well, if you meet Grug, you're not getting out." And she looks very fearful when she says it. And then the other one shushes her and says, "Do not talk bad about the master."
Is Grug a bigger ogre?
And they kind of chuckle. It's like, no. Grug is much bigger, much stronger.
So he's a giant?
And they kind of shake their head, yeah.
Okay. No demons or anything like that? Just the giant, some trolls and ogres?
And they give you kind of a weird look when you say demons. And the other one, the one that's kind of near you, just kind of is like, wait, do you think there are demons here? And then she kind of like hugs you as if she's afraid.
Okay. Well, did you guys not notice this place seems kind of dark and eerie and strange beyond the fact there's ogres and trolls in it?
Well, we just cook. And the other one kind of pulls the sleeve of the one, and it's like, we just do what we're told or we'll be killed.
Okay. So, there's a room down the way with a giant bed in it. I'm assuming that's where this master of yours lives, right? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
The heck is that?
And the thing that's hugging you begins to transform, and you feel like these corded muscle of strength just wrap itself around you as you are grabbed by this thing. And it's all of a sudden, it's much taller and much bigger than you. And you see this like grotesque skin. You may have run across something like this before, Tom, maybe. So maybe you could do a history check, but it'll have to be a pretty high number.
All right. No.
Yeah, no. So it grabs onto you, and it happened as in the other form, she was just giving you a hug. So I'm going to say she actually has you without actually a roll in this. She was able to just sneak up on you. And
okay.
So you are currently grappled. So you have no movement, but you can do all your other, just normal grapple. Yeah, so we'll say crushing hug. Yeah, and the arms are just like vice-like, and you can tell this thing has enormous strength. Ogre-like strength. And it's going to go ahead and just grab you. Okay, the other one begins to move and cackle. And maneuvers over here. Oh, actually, he's not going to move. I'm going to wait till their turn for that. So let's go to the top of the round now as things start to happen. Eingar can kind of see this happening, and I'm almost going to say, let's do it like this. I think that makes more sense. Okay. So top of the round, Eingar, you see what seemed to be like an old woman cook who was hugging Tristan in fear when he said demons, and then when she gets her arms around him, begins to transform into this huge, grotesque creature. You can make a history check to see if you've come across anything like this also. You have not. It looks big. It has grayish skin. You can see rippling muscles upon it. It has a really grotesque face, and it seems to cackle a lot, and it has an iron grip around Tristan. What would you like to do?
Can I move beside Tristan to here? And as I'm moving, I'm gonna yell at Rock. They've changed. They've changed into something bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I
probably
hear
as
him.
you
You'll have to move
move
me in.
through that, you probably hear like the wind get pulled out of Tristan. You can tell he's being squeezed as you can move past and down to that square.
Can you move me in there, please?
Oh, sorry. Yep.
And if I can, I'll take a swing at it.
Sure. Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay.
That would hit.
Okay. For 4.
Okay.
And I'll swing again.
Oh, crit hit.
Yes.
Nice. With the vicious sword.
And Colossus Slayer.
All right.
8, 12, 20 points.
Okay.
And then I can use my bonus action to swing the battle axe.
Correct.
15?
Misses.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. So, yeah, we see it's not too hard to hit this creature as your sword puts in some big slices into it, but your battle axe seems to miss as she shifts away from already 2 wounds that you've given to her, and she glares at you and kind of looks back, and in some language you don't understand says something to the other one, and the other one cackles loudly. Anything else for Eingar?
I will shift over 1 just to let Rock in if he wants to come in on this side.
All right, that brings us to Rock. You were up.
Actually, can you put me right there? I think that way I can keep the second one at bay, or at least off time, hopefully. And then I'm going to swing at the one to the south.
Okay. That'd be a hit. 17. All right. Hit. 15.
Some serious damage. You rolled good.
Anything else?
That's it.
That is it. That would go there. So, all right. These people. Oh, Rock, you would be able to roll a history check. Maybe you've come across something like this in your past.
I roll. Is it survival or history?
History.
For a barbarian?
This is just something that might have been in your past. Nope. Never came across this. Okay. So the first thing is... So at the start of the turn, it's going to go ahead and do a crushing grapple. So I need to do /roll. Ooh. Crushes into the paladin for 41 points of damage. bludgeoning, crushing damage as the arms ripple as it tries to hold on to you and grip you tightly.
All right. Well, that puts me at -3.
All right, so it's holding on to your body and kind of moves it around like a rag doll, not letting go yet. That is its turn. The other one, listening to her sister, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, moves to engage the dwarf. And we see some claws and a bite and a claw kind of rake out towards the dwarf. So we get, let's see, first claw attack. These are normal. There we go. So a 15 to hit. Does
Miss.
that hit? Does. So 19 slashing damage to...
No. I get +1 AC if I'm using 2 weapons.
Okay, so it misses.
So it misses.
Okay, so that one misses, and then the claw comes around again, and you kind of block it off. Another one only rolls an 11, and then it tries to bite down on you. Oh, for a crit. Bites right through your armor, piercing through what you wear, now turning it to a -1 AC, taking 20 piercing damage plus 10 for the crit portion of it. So a total of 30 piercing damage as it bites and clamps down onto you. That is its attack. Next. Alberix. Nope, hold on. Give me a perception check. Please. Okay, so you're going to notice that they are not going to surprise you. You see in the south part of the room 2 big fur rugs that were laying at the end of it near a fireplace begin to stretch and get up.
Oh shit.
And you see these eyes kind of stare at you, and you see the flaring of teeth of these dire wolves that then kind of shake their fur, and then they burst towards you in a speed, just start bounding towards you, and you hear the howl and the bark as they come at you, and it's loud.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Let's go back to objects. There we go. And they move quite quickly. Can we turn this one? Yeah, like that. They leap over the stuff that's in the room. They go around kind of like the big bed area, and they just are huge looking dire wolves. All right, so they move at 50 feet, which is plenty to get across the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I just want to make sure I don't cheat you on that. So it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. So they use their movement, and then they're going to go ahead and attempt to bite you. Recognizing immediately that these 2 wolves are working together, they get advantage on their attack. So the one to the south tries to bite at you, while the one tries to kind of corner you and get you to move, and almost like does a fake lunge at you to get you to kind of to twitch or to jerk away, and moving you right into the mouth of the other one. But only rolls a 13, so is not able to get you. You see kind of the tactic that it was using, and you bypass the teeth. And the other one tries to capitalize as you make your adjustment to not get bit by the first wolf. And that one tries to bite you with a 14. So both of them, you feel the chomping of teeth, but are not able to grab purchase as they bark and howl at you. All right, so that is their turn. Now it is Alberix's turn.
Holy smokes. All right. I am going to What kind of an action would it be to shut this door?
Just to close it would be an interaction.
So could I feasibly disengage and shut the door?
Sure.
All right. That's what I would like to do.
Now, it's a door that swings closed and open. You don't see like a handle or a lock or a latch or anything. It's just a door that moves.
Oh,
None of these
mind
doors
that.
have had like locks or latches or anything. None of them have been have any type of locking mechanism. Just so you know, you can do it.
All right. Nope. I don't want to do that. So what I do want to do is, caught by surprise, he kind of puts the staff up in his shield, and then realizing that he's in a pretty bad spot here, I am going to the end of the staff starts crawling and writhing with yellowish green energy, and I am going to use the insect swarm ability, the one that puts the cloud around me.
Okay. So you have to use how many of the points to do that?
Just one.
How many do you have left?
9.
Okay, just so you're keeping track.
Yeah, I have. I've been keeping track.
Okay. And how big is the swarm again?
So it's a 30-foot radius.
30 foot. So we'll just put a general 30 foot in there.
Oh, you know what? I can put it on myself. I'll do it.
It's on.
Oh, I see it. Thanks.
Yep. All right, so you cast a spell using the staff.
Yes. Which immediately obscures all of them and myself as it's flying all around the room. And I am going to... That was my action. So that is going to be my turn, I think.
Okay, moving on.
Now, you know what? Actually, I'm sorry. I don't want to do that. I want to back up. Can I do that? I want to leave this room.
Okay, so you're going to move?
Yep. And they can make a opportunity attack at disadvantage.
Yep, but then they get advantage for pack tactics, so it goes back to normal. And the other thing you recognize about them is you would know immediately that they have keen hearing and smell, and their heads are tracking you even though there's a lot of obscuring bugs around. You realize that this thing is probably not as effective against them as it was against the gnolls and the Norkers, who were more visual. It'll still work. It'll still give them disadvantage, then they get their advantage. So here's a bite for a 9, misses. So we hear some teeth chomp at some of these insects that are flying around. And then one more, 14. So your armor class holds true. Correct? You're at 14?
Yep.
With the staff?
My AC is 18.
Perfect. Okay. Yep, you're able to move.
All right, great. I'm going to back out into the hallway. So I need you to take me out if I could.
Yep, gotcha. You see that the hallway's empty currently.
All right. I am going to back up. And back up right to here.
Okay, all done?
Yep.
All right, Tristan, you feel a cooling effect upon your hand, which brings you back to consciousness. Brings you back to 2 hit points. But I need you to roll a d20 for me, please. Okay. Go ahead. It is your turn.
Cool. All right. I will hit the one in front of me then twice, or try to. Can I cut them loose like a roper?
Now, what you can do is, as a choice, you can break the grapple. So you can use your strength to break free as an action against their strength. You can just stay grappled, leaving its crushing arms around you, but just swing at it with your weapons and not move. Or you could cast a spell. Those are probably your options.
Okay. So you can't cut the arms like a roper.
Think of this like ogre arms are wrapped around you.
Okay. I'll try to break free, I guess. That
Okay.
seems the most prudent.
So it'll be just a strength check. So you could use either your strength, straight strength check, or your athletics to break free, and it's going to try to hold on to you using its strength. Woo.
Good luck.
Good one.
Oh, look at that. Nicely done. I roll a 1 and you roll a 20. You have broken free from the crushing hug. You are no longer grappled. So you have your movement and bonus action at this point.
Okay. I think that's pretty much what I can do right now.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the round. Oh, poor Alberix. I hate to do it. You see a door open. And you see some large figures coming out of a doorway. Let me get them.
Oh boy.
Running away? Is that what I heard?
Oh yeah, that's happening.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What can they move? They move 40. So that would be to there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It won't work. So we'll do this then. And as this creature comes out, you hear it kind of say something in a language to you, and it beats its club on the floor, and it beats its club on the hand, and it's pointing at you, Alberix. It looks very mad about you being in this hallway.
Oh God.
What do they have anything else? They do have a javelin. So while it's kind of running down the hallway, it's going to throw a javelin at you. So normal, no. Oh wait, disadvantaged because of your insects, right? Yes, disadvantage.
Oh, they're just choking up the hallways, and as soon as they run into there, they're just in their eyes and their nose, and grasshoppers in their.
Yeah, it's eating them like it loves it, and they're snacks. And we can just see this javelin that flies into all of these insects, and it rolls a 19 on disadvantage.
Yeah, that's a hit.
So you can kind of see it coming through, and you're looking at it, and you're watching the arc of it. You're like, oh no, wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, and it hits and dives off your arm and draws blood for. Let's see if it's any good. Why is it 2? Let me check what it's doing there. It should only be. It's not +7. Is there a crit there? No, why did it do that? 2d6 + 4. So just the first one, 9 piercing damage. Draws some blood across your arm as this big javelin shanks into you.
We gotta get out of here.
And then this one is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 30. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 60. He's going to make it to there. Okay. That is going to do that. Okay. Lots happening now. Eingar's up.
That bite hurt.
we hear the dwarf say that bite hurt.
Yeah. I am going to I'm going to try and hit this one again.
Does look pretty beat up. Yeah, it is very hurt.
So we'll try that.
In fact,
17?
It's hurt enough that it's pretty wary and it's trying to move along and it's trying to keep its eyes on Tom, but your sword gets through with a 17.
For 10 points.
10.
And a second shot. 25.
Yep. Strikes true.
For another 8.
Yeah, just like gash after gash after gash.
Does he fall down?
No, she does not.
All right, battle axe. Oh, that didn't do it.
Battle axe misses as she bats it away using, just what strength she has left. She definitely looks very wounded. Blood pouring out all over.
I think that's it for me.
All right. Brings us to Rock, the barbarian.
After seeing Tristan get picked up and crushed, probably showered with bits of armor and rivets from the damage, he'll
you see dented plates and like the cop on the arm's not working right. The wing's been bent in.
in concern, he will dive into a rage and attack twice.
I used to have a flat heater. Now I have a curved heater.
Yeah. It's going to take some metal pounding out. So you're raging.
Raging, going to use Reckless.
Ooh,
and Great
Reckless.
Mastery. Did anybody else notice they changed the character sheet, put those advantage, normal, and disadvantages up at top? No?
Yeah, I've been using them.
18?
18 hits.
20?
Yeah, the creature slides to the floor in a big heap.
All right. I will move 15 feet, and as I kill that one, climb up on top of it and do a diving strike at the one.
Yeah.
And this is a great weapons attack after a kill. So
Cool.
20?
Yeah.
For 20.
Okay. Minus 20.
And then his final attack.
Final attack.
23.
Crit. For a total of
30.
30. All right. Nicely done. 2 big wounds gaping on this creature. Anything else?
Yeah, that's all you can do.
All right. That is. Oh, actually, they go on the top of the round, so that's not there. I'm gonna take one of those off. Yeah, let's take that off. There we go. All right, so that creature is going to. Let's look at one thing here. Yes, let's read that just a moment. So we see the hag starting to get surrounded and begins to disengage. And then casts a spell. Well, no, I'm not going to disengage. We're going to stay there a second. And we're going to make this like that. We'll stay there. So we see it casts the spell next to the dwarf and the barbarian, and out of its mouth boils out noxious black cloud, and all of a sudden it fills the room all around it. The whole room becomes completely obscured, and let's put in something you'll be able to see. So maybe we'll do a noxious purple. And let's move layer to front. There we go. So the whole room is just now, everybody's eyes are like, you're in like a black ink cloud almost. Think of like a squid or something as it bursts forth from her. And she is going to maneuver. And I'm going to say, yeah. So within that, you guys might be able to hear her begin to leave your immediate area. So you could, if you want to use your reaction, make a reaction attack, but it will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Am I evened up for recklessly attacking, or do you want?
Yeah, I think that still works on your.
All right, so I'll
attacks.
attack
It's
normal.
just a normal attack. And 2 misses. All right. And you're not quite sure where she is at in this room. You were enveloped by black smoke.
I take it dark vision won't pierce
No, this is like a cloud. This is like a fog cloud is what she's cast.
Okay.
Of black, oily, kind of inkish like material. All right. So we see these wolves burst into the hallway, pushing past the ogre to try to get to Alberic's. Searching for him, sniffing, smelling, hearing. Let's go like this and say 5. Can we do that? How are we going to do that? Maybe from this room here. Like that. Scrunched in the doorway there. The other one I don't think is going to be able to get there. So I'm going to bring him out. Like that. Okay. So this would be a disadvantage. There's nobody near. Yeah, so it doesn't get the pack tactics. So it'll just be a normal attack at disadvantage. Tries to find you in this swarm of insects. And it rolls a 13 to try to snap at you. That is its turn. That's turn. Alberix, you're up.
All right. This is crazy. Alberix is going to I'm going to back so he gets an opportunity attack at disadvantage.
Okay. 15.
That's a miss.
Okay. Now you're moving into a black cloud too. Realize that. So you're surrounded by your insects, and this black cloud has swarmed into the hallway, just like your cloud is swarming into the rooms all around. We have like competing auras of magic around us.
Oh my gosh.
So you can't see hardly anything.
I am going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast Spike Growth.
Cool.
And I'm pretty much going to cast it exactly where this radius is for my torch. Right in front of me.
So it's going to get the hallway, basically, right?
Right. So basically the front paws of the back wolf.
Yeah, well, go ahead and draw it in. Just put a square of spike growth out there. Don't use the circle because that's just going to go through the walls where it's not going to go. I would just draw it in. It's just going to be that hallway. Because you have to be able to cast it where you can see. Right?
Yes. Hang on a second. I'm not real good at drawing.
Okay. Are you going to do anything after spike growth? Because we can move on while you're drawing.
Yeah, I am actually, and I'm going to use my bonus action
okay.
to throw down my unicorn spirit because it's going to help them detect that thing, I think.
Quick question: are these 10-foot or 5-foot squares?
Everything in here is 5-foot squares.
So then his area of effect is twice the size.
Twice as long.
Yep.
Yeah, depending on where he puts it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be down this way too.
All right. Well, yeah, you can draw it in a second. Go ahead and do the unicorn. Let's see, totem.
Perfect.
Right. Now that's not going to work through walls, so strategically place that. There we go. Okay.
And I'll put that in chat.
Okay, cool. Anything else for Alberex?
Whew, that's it.
All right, Tristan's up. 2 points, Tristan. Give me a D20 roll, please.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Am I going to be entertained when I eventually roll something bad?
You could be.
All right. All right. So can I tell where this thing is now because of the totem?
No.
All right. Can I sense anything?
What you are in a, just think of like a black ink cloud. You have insects that are swarming all around you, getting in your eyes and your mouth, buzzing around. So now it's like a black oily cloud of insects around. You can't really see anything. The unicorn spirit lends its protection, but it does give you advantage on ability checks made to detect creatures in the spirit's aura. Which I think will cancel out the disadvantage, so I think it'll turn it to a normal roll.
Okay.
To try to detect.
Perception?
So what you're trying to do is you're trying to hear or smell or get an idea of where this creature's at. You know it didn't go past you through the door.
Right.
And you have a pretty good idea it didn't push past, but you don't even really know technically where Rock is. You think you hear some noise. You might not know where the dwarf is, but you think you might hear the creak of leather. So just kind of play it that way.
Okay. So is it a perception check then, or what are we looking at?
Yeah, if you're going to try to discern, if you're going to try to hear where she is. So just a normal. Yeah, you're not sure. There's a lot of noise going on.
Okay. Let's see then.
Actually, what I'll do is let me verify that. I'll make a roll too. Let's do, and it would be. No, let me go back on that. I think you hear the movement to the south of the room enough that you think you could get close enough and maybe make a guess at where the creature is.
Okay. Do you want to just move me where you think I should be then?
So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. So in this general area, you think that maybe it's there, maybe you're not sure. You can make an attack at disadvantage if you'd like.
Okay.
22 hits, so you find it. Find the creature in the cloud.
Okay. And with the second attack, well, I'm going to throw a smite into that.
Okay.
And these things, are they demons or no? Because that matters for the damage.
They are not demons.
So the first attack is 16.
Okay. Minus that. All right. Make sure.
Second attack was also 22 at disadvantage.
Boy, I screwed all that up. Yes, 22 would hit.
Okay. And I don't hear it collapse when it dies, right? So I'll smite it again.
Yeah, you don't hear it. And actually, let's go back here. It's only.
Are you forgetting about like a third or fourth ogre to raise the tension up a little?
Nope. There's definitely plenty of stuff. I'm going to go back through that here in just a second. Shoot.
This is some completely Gary Gygax stuff.
All right. Anything else for Tristan?
Yeah, he did damage, but I'm trying to figure out. I think my roll 20 sheet screwed up. It's showing a plus that I'm not sure I'm supposed to have
Oh. Okay.
on damage, but
For that 11?
for the 9 and the 11, it's got a +3 in there, and I'm not sure why. It should be a D8 plus my strength, right?
For
My
damage.
strength's right,
Yeah.
so that's 5. So it should be 6, not 9. And the other one should be 8, not 11. So 15, and then 22, and then 11 more. So 33. And then I'll figure out what's wrong with the sheet.
Okay.
Do you have a global damage modifier turned on somewhere?
Maybe. I don't understand this thing very well, so it's possible I had something from before and then goofed it up or forgot about it.
I can look real quick.
Let's
Let's look.
Yeah, if you don't mind,
Good.
because I don't know much about it.
Yeah, there's a +3 at the end, but if there's nothing that's supposed to be there, like it's a magic item or you have a potion, it should just look like that.
You know what? Looking at my stuff, I bet it's when I had the sacred weapon,
Oh, okay.
because it gives me my charisma modifier to attack rolls and
I
stuff.
bet that's, yeah. There
Yeah,
you go.
it probably. I just didn't take it off. That's my mistake.
Yeah, no, it's there. It's back. All right. I'll close that out. Anything else for... Okay, so Tristan's done?
Yep.
All right. And this... All right, so... Yeah.
There's so much going on.
I'm fixing something I missed. These creatures have resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and I missed that. So I'm fixing that.
Okay. The 2 smites would have been.
They went through. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that. Eingar's is considered
Piercing.
magic.
It's a vicious short sword.
Yeah, but it's a magical sword, so those go through.
Okay.
I'm just checking the other rolls real quick. Yeah, the rest of that would have been to the other creature. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that creature got knocked down. Yes. Okay, so that's I'm going to do this. This creature begins to rise again. The one that's I'm going to have rocks standing on. So we'll have it as prone, but you guys didn't kill it yet. All right. Because they are definitely tougher. Ogre's turn.
They're not werewolves, are they?
You do not know. You failed your history check.
Because I've got a silvered axe. Come on, it's got to do something to get somebody something.
Yeah, silver doesn't do a lot in 5th edition these days.
No, that was a waste. That was a waste of gold on my part.
LB Hack'em-Up's watching us. Hello, LB. We're trying to fix all my mistakes here. So Ogre goes Ogre time. And is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Doesn't really care. So it goes 20 feet of your spike growth.
Which is like going 40.
Yeah, that takes up all his movement.
Sure. You're going to roll the damage. Okay, 17. And then we'll attempt to swing wildly. Has no idea where you're at, just keeps moving. It's swinging as it's moving through the hallway, trying to find you. Having a hard time, but that'll be a disadvantage. Yep, we already got that. So a 17.
Just misses.
Okay. And 15, 20,
God, that was lucky.
and then we'll say a javelin comes screaming down the hallway, disadvantage.
How does he see him?
She's just
When the
throwing
black
wildly.
cloud and insects?
Yeah, it's just throwing wildly. Disadvantage, misses completely. He knew he was there and has went around to do something about it. All right, so that's that. Eingar, you're up.
Swing at this one. He's still prone, right?
You're in a black cloud with insects. You think something's next to you. So yeah, you can swing away with disadvantage.
Okay.
Does the prone cancel that? So it's just a regular attack roll?
Sure. Yeah, miss. Miss. And miss.
That's it for me.
All right. And Rock is up.
Well, the lump that he was standing on has shifted and moved, so he'll panic and start swinging down and just.
Yep. So disadvantage. offset,
But
so
yeah.
it's just normal. So you hit the floor. You feel like something bites.
Man, 18.
And you feel your pole arm hit something really hard and tough, almost like you're cutting barks of wood or something. It's very strong, it's thick-skinned. All right, creatures. Albrecht hasn't seen them yet, so he hasn't got a roll yet. So, all right, movement. Something swung at it from the shadows, so it can just make the same kind of disadvantaged attacks. Let's see. So
Those tire wolves scared the
attacks
crap
and
out of me.
disadvantage. It's just going to grope around, reach out there. Let's see if maybe it can grab you. It's going to try to grab the barbarian. So this would be disadvantage.
I have an out of the way question. Did the smite do enough damage to cause a concentration check?
You have no idea. 13 to hit. So you feel like the hands of this creature scrape past you, and it tries to latch on, but you kind of rotate out of the way before it does as it tries to grab you. The other one, it felt being hit from right in front of it, so it's going to just try to do a few attacks here. I guess we'll just do a disadvantage. This time, this creature will do 2 claws and a bite on Tristan. So claw number 1. Oh, 22 for 15 slashing.
Yeah, 22 easily hits.
Yeah, 15 slashing. So you feel this claw just rake across your chest and open up another glaring wound.
Your thing never came by on the chat, just so you know.
Oh, it's going to GM for some reason. Let me fix that. Yep. So the 2 rolls were a 23 and a 22 is what it rolled to hit, and then the slashing was for 15 points of slashing. So then it's going to begin to make its way 5, 10, trying to feel and reach. I don't know. Let's try a perception check. Let's see if it can figure out. 17's pretty good. I think it gets a bead on the creaking armor of where Eingar is. It hears like a creak as you shift, because maybe you hear something and you shift to react, and it hears you, and then it sends 2 attacks your way at disadvantage. So a claw towards Eingar at disadvantage. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that's a 14 slashing damage. And I'm going to not step on Tristan here. And in common, we hear that cackling voice say to the other it says, "Sister, they will make for a great dinner. Do not tenderize them too much," and then tries to bite down on you as the last attack. But rolls a 16.
That'll hit.
16 hits, so 19 piercing damage as blackened teeth sink into your shoulder area.
And I just kind of slump, and the only thing holding me up are the teeth that are in my shoulder.
Okay. All right. let's see. That is their turn. Not going to move any further. Wolves. Can the wolves get anywhere? Ogre. But I can't get past. I'm going to say it tries to move into the hallway. So give me 5 feet of movement damage, Albrix, to the wolf. And you can hear it whine as it takes some damage. Yeah. And then I think maybe it's going to back off. So it would take another 5, 10. So another 10 feet of damage for that creature. For me, Albrix. And you hear it kind of whimper as the vine growth is digging into it.
Another 13.
Okay. The other one, give me 5 feet of damage for this one. Okay, -6. And then it's just going to back right up. Actually, it's going to start going that way towards something else. Okay. They are done. Albrix, your turn. You were up.
Woohoo! All right. I am going to use my action. Cure wounds on myself for 9, and that will heal everybody. It's actually 14 for me, but that'll heal everybody else inside of the spirit for 5.
Okay.
And then he's going to lower the staff and cast Psychic Spear, which is my shillelagh with my bonus action, as it becomes a light with crackling energy, and he's got it kind of below the shield, getting ready to stab into this thing's guts. That's my turn.
All right. Tristan, you get 2 more points. And
Okay.
I need a D20 roll. Okay, go ahead.
Alrighty.
That makes me nervous.
Yeah, I know, doesn't it? Great tension builder. It's going to be either I roll a 1 or I roll a 20 and something incredibly bad happens, I bet. Alright, so can I detect this one that's right next to me that just dropped me?
Yeah, because you're both attacking each other. You think there's a creature there, so you can make your attacks at disadvantage. Yep.
Alright.
Ooh, longsword gets a -1 as the handle comes loose. And a 10, you think you knew where it was, and you just swing your sword with all your might, and it swishes, and your elbow just extends, and you kind of shake your hand a little bit because you get that overextension as you miss completely, and it does not hit anything.
Yep. And the -1 is to the attack or the damage?
Just the damage until you get it fixed.
Alrighty.
All right, so we got 2 attacks from Tristan. You still have movement or bonus action if you wish. Okay.
As long as I don't leave their range, I don't get a negative, right? Or an attack.
Right, yeah, out of their weapons range.
Alright. Can
So
I get
whatever the
to
creature's
here
weapons
by
range is.
shoving past Eingar?
Yes, because you can go past one of your own players. Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to go there.
All right. Ogre. 5, 10, 15, swinging away. Here comes a disadvantaged great club towards Albrix. 14. And then the other one tries to swing also at disadvantage for an 8. So you can just hear these clubs moving around and swishing as they're trying to find you in the hallway, and you're ducking and moving around as much as you can. Though you really can't see either because of all the smoke and cloud that's in here. It's just a huge mess at the moment. It's like this crazy mess. Eingar, you're
up. Just freaking die. And
something pushed past you. Yep. There's something definitely in front of you that hits you.
This is where he stabs Tristan in the back by accident.
So you're going to get up? Because
both
of you
were
prone at first and then had to get up. Yep. So 12 misses. 9 misses. And a 10 misses. So everybody's just flailing. There's insects everywhere. They keep getting in your eyes every time you think you're going to get a shot. There's smoke and this oily black cloud going on. You are not able to find any purchase whatsoever. It's just like you're flailing around at whatever you think is around you. Anything else for Eingar?
Nope, that's it.
Rock, you're up.
I am attacking where I think he's at.
All right. Disadvantage.
I'm attacking recklessly.
Ooh, then it's a regular attack. An 11 misses. 13 misses. Anything else for Rock?
Nothing.
Crazy old Cook's turn. Tried to grab you, didn't work, Mr. Barbarian, so we'll try the attacks this time. So let's see, they're normal. Is there anything else? No, that's all they got. So one claw tries to swing out through the cloud of bugs and smoke towards Rock the Barbarian. 27 hits, I'm sure. 13 slashing damage, but it's cut in half due to your Barbarian Rage. One more claw rakes out now that it thinks it knows where you're at. Rolls a 20. Rakes you again, and then does 12 slashing cut in half due to your Barbarian Rage. You ignore part of it, and then tries to bite you, and just kind of screams at you to go down. 26 hits. 16 piercing damage. You see these blackened teeth sink into your shoulder area, and then tear out a little chunk as they pull back.
We just totally lost time.
Oh, he just gave up. He's like, I'm out. He's like, I'm done with this dumb game.
Oh my gosh.
So that is that person. The other one is going to try to attack Eingar, who's right next to him, but it'll be a disadvantage, has nothing helping them figure out where you are. So let's go with a disadvantaged claw. Oh,
I'm kind of back.
24 hit.
I'll be back down.
17 slashing. So we see you just get smashed up against the wall again from a claw. It's going to try to claw Tristan at disadvantage while he's getting back on the camera. Misses. The claws scrape against and break several fingernails against the black obsidian wall. Unable to make purchase on Tristan. Furiously tries to bite him in anger due to missing him. And only rolls a 14. Misses. The bite is not able to get through his armor. Tristan will still be up. That is their turn. Wolves are doing this. This wolf is going here. This wolf is going to do this. You hear what sounds like... Do I have this? I might have it. Let's see. Let's try. Were you guys hearing music before? Because I haven't heard it today, even though I turned it on.
Yep.
Just at the beginning.
Yeah, I heard some.
Oh no, I should have. I totally should have had something prepped. I didn't have it. Oh well. You hear what sounds like a big brass gong sound get hit, and it goes bang, bang, and it reverberates through the walls. Bang. And this huge kind of brass gong noise comes reverberating up through the hallway. That is their turn. Alberix, you were up. Surrounded by hulking creatures in this black, oily cloud.
All right. I am going to lash out with my. I have advantage on this.
For how?
That insect cloud, they have the heavily obscured condition, and I do not.
You have the black cloud around you.
Oh.
We have dueling auras going on. Yeah. You have disadvantage.
All right.
16 will still hit an ogre, though. It's not hard to hit an ogre.
8 points of damage.
8 points of what kind of damage?
Piercing.
Piercing.
Magical piercing.
As the thorned whip. Or did you hit it with the spear? Oh, yeah, you stabbed at it. Gotcha. Okay. All right, so that's an attack.
Yeah. And then that's going to be my turn.
All right. Tristan, 2 points, healed. Give me a
All right.
D20 roll. Continue your turn.
Alrighty then.
So you swish through the air where you think the creature would be. You do a backhand slash. You feel like maybe you hit part of it, but you can tell that you didn't sink into it. It's more of like a glancing blow that you didn't draw blood from. So there's two attacks from the longsword. Anything else? Bonus action movement.
Nope. I'm good.
All right. That brings us to top of the round again. Ogres, who are just unable to do much, but got hurt. So now it's going to try to swing its great club at disadvantage. 17.
No, it does make contact with my shield, though.
Okay. And the other one also tries to swing its great club. Yeah, misses, and I'll get a minus to damage. All right. The ogres are done. That brings us to Eingar. Death save, please. 1 success. Thank you. Rock, you were up.
He's just going to keep swinging at the guy in front of him.
Okay, so yeah.
Or what he thinks is.
So go ahead. Are you going reckless?
Yep.
All right, so just a regular attack, offset. Great axe, swish, and swish. 2 bad rolls now. What's doing you in there? Is it the... Oh, it's the -5 modifier probably, right? Yeah. All right. So, yeah, you just hit the floor. You're not able to see where this creature is inside this cloud of insects and smoke. Anything else for Rock?
Nope.
All right. Cook number 1 is going to try to grapple the barbarian. Let's try that again. It hasn't worked yet, but it's a normal attack, offset due to disadvantage, but then he recklessly attacked. So we're back to normal. Let's see if we can get that to land. Critted it as its arms reach out through the smoke and the insects and wrap around you, and then begin to crush you in a vice-like grip, taking 32 points of bludgeoning damage as you can feel the muscles of this thing begin to squeeze you. You can barely breathe. That's cut in half due to your rage. And you are now grappled and cannot move. The other cook will try to claw bite Mr. Tristan, who it missed completely the last time. So here comes. These will be at disadvantage. They have nothing helping them with their attack. They're just wildly swinging at each other. Thematically, or in a movie, they would never do a scene like this because the audience wouldn't be able to see anything. Here comes a claw. So a 25 would get through your armor for 15 slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm down again.
Smashed against the wall. And let's see. It can move through, but it can't move through, I guess, the barbarian. So it has to do something to the barbarian because it can't get through. So it tries to get through, and it can't. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to move around as it's feeling its way around and trying to get around to where it knows that the door is but can't see it. And then bumps into where the barbarian is, who is grappled. So these would just be... do you get advantage or disadvantage when you're grappled? Let's look. Condition. I don't remember what that says. I think it's just you can't move, nothing else.
Speed becomes 0. Condition ends if your grappler is incapacitated. Condition also ends.
Nope. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about getting an advantage in attacking. Okay, so that would be at disadvantage. But you were reckless, so it goes back to normal. So it still has a claw. It only rolls an 11. It can't quite find you in the cloud. And then it tries to bite you. 21 will hit for 13 piercing damage as it pierces through, cut in half due to your rage. That is its turn. The wolves are there. Let's just do this. And that one is there, doing that. Albrix, you are up.
All right, I'm going to stab this thing again.
I think even an 11 hits an ogre. Yeah, 11 hits an ogre.
10 points of damage.
Yeah. That is a big new wound on it.
Can I see rock?
No.
Yeah, okay. Shoot. I can't do anything.
Done?
That's my turn.
All right. Tristan, 2 points. Give me a D20. You are prone on the ground. Okay, go ahead. It's your turn. You kind of come back up. You feel the cooling sensation on your hand once again.
All right. I stand up using half my stuff, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see.
As far as these creatures are concerned, they think you're one of the toughest things they've ever had to fight. They have no idea you've been going down and getting back up, going down and getting back up. It's just this blackness, and every time they keep hitting you, you're like, why don't you go down?
All right. Do I know Eingar's next to me down or no?
You do not know.
Right. But I can tell the creature's right in front of me.
It's the thing that hit you and grappled you, so you can just swing right back that way, and yeah, it'd be an attack of a disadvantage. Yep. 14 does not hit. 15 does not hit. Are you thinking about that because you want to heal Eingar? Is that where you were going with that?
Yep.
How about you do a perception check to see if maybe your foot bumps into him to see if he's like next to you?
I had it on disadvantage
Yeah,
still.
I think the 16's enough that maybe you know there's a body next to you on the ground.
In that case, what I would have done is use my last spell to heal him.
Go ahead. I'll let you do that.
So he gets 9.
So you reach down and you feel the armor that you feel like a leather armor, knowing it's not probably one of those creatures laying on the floor. You still can't quite see him, but you're probably pretty sure it's one of yours. You put in 9 points of healing, and maybe you hear Eingar's voice go as he kind of hawks out some blood and heaves a little bit from your healing.
Cool.
Anything else for Tristan?
Nope.
All right. Let's get back to the ineffectual ogres that can't hit anything at all at disadvantage. Great Club swing number 1. 18.
Yes, that's it.
It's just the first number. Why is it 2D? Why is it doing this? That's weird. So 18 bludgeoning damage to Alberix.
All right.
Does that drop your insect cloud?
No, but I did roll for my spell, which I fucking failed.
Oh, right, because the cloud's on the staff. Gotcha.
Right.
All right, so this thing's gone now, though. All right. Well, nobody was moving through it at this point, so that's probably okay. There we go. Okay. Last ogre, still at disadvantage at this point. Swings a great club. 16 smashes the wall. Unable to get you. Eingar, you are laying on the floor.
I will get up.
Okay. You think there's battle happening near you. You can swing wildly if you wish.
I will do that.
Okay. It'll be at disadvantage, but you can take your swings. 16. You feel like it hits something, but it doesn't dig in. It's almost like you slide off of it.
Would that have given me an idea where it was?
Sure, but you still get disadvantage because it's moving all the time. It doesn't just sit still. It's a 6-second fight of jostling and moving within it.
Still no hits.
Yeah. So the disadvantage is killing everybody. Rock, you are currently grappled.
So I know exactly where the creature grappling me is.
Correct.
Can I attack it then?
Sure.
Am I at advantage from Reckless?
Yeah, if you reckless, then yeah, I would say yeah. I don't see why not. Hey, there you go.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Die, bitch.
So that is going to be okay.
Didn't die?
No.
That was the attack off a crit, so this is the last.
2 crits, nice.
There we go.
36 that time.
Yep, that one is enough.
Oh,
so
my God.
it's kind of grappling you, and then it kind of keels over and lets go as you kind of fall to the ground.
That's all you can do.
All right.
Holy crap.
So, yeah, that creature. So let's see. I guess we'll start with a disadvantage, but it goes back to normal claw at the barbarian that's the closest. Ooh, a 12 misses. Tries to claw one more time. 16.
Hit.
For 14 slashing damage. Cut in half due to rage. And then we'll try to bite you.
On the bite, can I impose a disadvantage on that?
It already has disadvantage.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, you can't have double disadvantage. Has disadvantage.
I just didn't see it on the rolls.
Yeah.
Your rolls didn't have 2 numbers, so I thought it was just doing the 1.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's reckless, so that gets it advantage, and it has disadvantage due to the cloud and insect cloud.
Gotcha.
So for 2 things. 21 at rolls a 21 to hit. Its teeth does 17 piercing damage to Rock. Shakes him a little bit and drops him on the ground. That is its turn. What can it do?
Did that inky spell go away yet?
It did not. And it can go 5, 10, 15. Tristan, you think something big is moving by you.
All right.
If you want to use your reaction, you can take a disadvantage swing at it if you wish.
Okay.
How did that get through the door?
Squeezed its way through.
So it looks like it
22
takes
hits.
7.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel your sword bite into it as it goes. Actually.
I assume Rock's down?
Yep.
All right.
So they're there. They're doing that thing. Albrix, your turn.
All right, Albirix is going to reach down and cure himself, cast Cure Wounds.
Cool.
This will heal everybody for 5 hit points. And
that-
heals me for 18.
That gets me up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, anything else, bonus action or movement?
Oh, God, I wish I could do something.
All right, Tristan, you get 2 points. And a d20 roll, please. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Now, because it tried to run past me, I can take that as pursuit, right? Like keep up with it?
You can try.
All right. I'll try to do that then.
And immediately there's something blocking the doorway.
All right. So it's a really big something?
Yeah, you can't get through it. So you got to stay in your
All right.
square.
Then I'm just going to attack it then.
Yeah. So go back to where you were. Oh, or maybe I got to put you. Yeah, there you go. So you're just swinging at something at the doorway there. So, yep, go ahead.
Yep.
Swing at
Still-
disadvantage.
Yep.
19 does hit, though. Come on. What is this? There it is. Okay. For...
That would have been a total of 20 and let's see its
second
resistance.
one would hit, so a roll of a 17 would hit. Minus this. Okay. Oh, all right. And let me put that in there too. Okay.
I mentioned loudly that there appears to be some large creature just on the other side of the door, so that
Okay.
Rock and Einar know.
All right. Ogres. So, yeah, they're just going to keep swinging. There's not really much else they would do. So here is a great club at disadvantage for Alberix. Hits with an 18 for 14 bludgeoning damage. I should fix that, whatever it's doing. Where's the extra damage coming from? I don't know.
I don't know. Stay away from me.
And the other ogre, as I close the character sheet like an idiot, also swings its great club. Yeah, because it doesn't have it listed that way. Hits with a 22 this time for 13 bludgeoning damage. So a total of 27 from the two ogres' great clubs hitting Albrex.
Oh, one wheels him into the other one, and he's knocked up against the wall. He cries out in pain.
All right, Eingar. I believe you're prone, but now getting up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I get up. Did I hear Tristan yelling about the door?
Yes. Yep.
I'd like to grope my way over to here and hopefully be able to swing through the door. No? Yes? I know it's dark.
Yeah. I'll let it go. Go ahead. Disadvantage to swing at something's in the doorway that won't let you out.
Okay.
Even though Rock is there, Tristan's there. Yep.
16?
Yeah, 16 hit.
For 15 points.
All right.
I'll swing again.
15 hits.
Another 10.
All right.
Still up? Or
Yeah.
nothing fell down?
Something's still blocking the door.
Battle axe for another 12.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. The Colossus Slayer only works once per turn. So that should be -6.
Okay. Not 12?
Well, the 4 on the second swing should not be there. And the 2 on the third swing should not be there. So it's a total of 15, 25, 31.
Okay, I think I got it right. Okay.
All right. That's it for me.
All right. Rock. You are prone on your back in darkness.
Rock jumps up. His rage is dropped, but he still can sense the ogre, so he will swing recklessly.
Is that a rage thing? I can't remember if you could do that while you weren't raging. Maybe
I think I can. When I'm raging, I just get the resistance to damage and advantage on strength checks. Right? And then +2 damage.
I don't know. It says on reckless, I think. Something.
It doesn't mention in the write-up that he has to be raging.
Yeah. Okay. Well, go ahead.
And we're advantage, disadvantage, canceling out.
Yes. Yep. Okay. Miss. Miss.
That's all I got.
Oof.
Wait, I thought the ogre was an 11 armor class.
Yep. You are correct.
And you missed out on 12.
Yep, missed. Let's see. That brings us to this creature. So we're attacking through diagonals, so I'm just going to let that continue. So grappling wouldn't make any sense from that position, but trying to claw and bite, I think, would make sense. So in the doorway is Rock, so a disadvantage but he's reckless, so it goes back to normal. Claw. Ooh,
Hit.
13 slashing damage. Not cut in half. Cannot move. I think that's it. That's all it can do. Or wait, did you go down?
Yep.
Oh, okay, because I still see 5 points there. Sorry. All right, so we'll put a little token on here. Bleh. Wolves are doing something else. Albrix, you're up.
Oh my god. Obirix is nearly. I am going to use the step to cast Giant Insect.
That one we discussed there needed to be some around. Ugh.
I mean, isn't there a giant cloud?
Yeah.
Of generic insects. They're not necessarily centipedes, wasps, scorpions, or range into giant versions of their natural selves. Yeah. That ability is meant to be like you're in the woods and you use it on stuff in the woods. That one I'm not gonna in the Black Pyramid.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm just reaching.
Oh, and I don't think it mentioned that, but it seems to me like if you use another ability, the other one drops off.
Oh, then I wouldn't do that.
Right. Yeah, you're not going to be able to have multiple abilities from that up at the same time.
Okay. All right. With that,
It does say the GM might allow you to choose different targets. For example, if you transform a bee, it might turn into a giant bee or wasp. So to me, as long as there's those types of creatures around, then I'll let you use that typically. But if you're in an area underground or in a pyramid where there isn't any, just to clarify.
Right. All right. I am going to cast Healing Spirit.
Cool.
So I will get 1d6 hit points back plus 5. So I'll get 9 hit points back, and everybody else gets 5 hit points back.
Okay, cool. You're keeping track of how long that totem's up, right?
Yep, that's what those are in the bottom.
Perfect.
I'm going to make a different one for this spell.
All right, anything else for Alberix?
That's it.
Tristan, you were up.
All right. I'm going to try to repeat the same thing since the door's still blocked, right?
Yeah, there's still something in the doorway. 18 does hit. 5 slashing damage. Okay. Sword takes another minus to damage, further deteriorating as it's beating against stone and wood as it misses in different parts of this area, and it's just hitting this obsidian and it's wreaking havoc on your sword.
I'm just trying to work my way to a club.
Yeah. All right, anything else for Tristan?
Can I pray to my god?
You can. That is a free action.
And I will do that.
All right, top of the round, ogres. Let's see. So here's a disadvantage. Great club towards Albrix. Rolls a 9, unable to hit. The other ogre also trying to get this thing. He's just so mad about this guy. Rolls an 11, unable to hit. That is their turn, so that brings us to Pelennor.
We
All
forgot
right.
to do my ring, by the way.
Oh, yep. You get 2 points and go ahead and roll your d20. Okay, you're good.
All right. I hear rock fall down, don't I?
Perception check.
All right.
A lot of craziness going on. Yeah. You hear a body hit the floor. You
Can I
probably think it's one of your companions.
can I tell if he's still moving, like he might be trying to get up?
Probably. Yeah, with that 25 perception, probably.
Okay. Well, if he was just laying there, I was gonna slap a heel on him. But if he's moving around,
Did I get 5 from the healing spirit?
Everybody did.
yep.
Okay.
So if I kind of perceive him moving around, I'm gonna swing at the swing at whatever's in the hallway or in the door. Then
Okay. 10 would miss, 18 would hit.
oh, I didn't put Colossus on there.
What
That'd
is
be
that doing?
that would be 3.
What's the total?
Um. Ah.
Looks like you rolled it twice.
Yeah. It. Let me hold on a second there. Let me do this.
But
Well,
just
just
9
use the
plus
dice
3,
and
right?
rolled.
Yeah, 9 plus 8 is your Colossus Slayer because it
Oh,
rolled it
there we go.
once.
So that'd be 17.
Okay. Yep. So the body kind of hits the floor. Oh, what just happened? Okay. Whew. So we hear kind of like a loud thump as something hits the floor.
All right. I am going to. That's all I'm gonna do. Pretty sure. Yep. That's it.
All right. Sorry. Rock prone on the ground.
He's clearly getting knocked out numerous times in a row, so he's not going to rage when he stands back up, but that's half his movement. And then he will. Well, he would if he could. He'll swing at that, what he perceives to be just north of.
Yeah, reckless, or I didn't hear reckless.
Yeah, reckless.
Oh, okay. Yep, 21 hit. Okay.
He will swing again.
Ooh, -1. Polearm breaks. Great axe.
Great axe.
That's true, because all pole arms are magical weapons. They would never get hurt.
Have this go this way. Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right. Creature will move to there. So let's I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be any one of those. Slash. Or actually, let's do it this way. Let's do a dice roller.
Is the darkness still going on?
Yes. Number 2. So that's going to be rock. So here comes a claw. That's going to be a normal because you went at reckless. The 10 would miss. So we'll try one more time. Rolls a 26. 13 slashing damage.
Dune.
Dune. And then it's going to do the dice roller again.
Oh, dang it. You know what?
What?
Oh, I forgot my relentless endurance ability. The first time I got zeroed.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, I think you might have got healed, right? Or how does it work? I don't even know how it works.
If I could get dropped to 0 for it to pop me back up for the next round.
Yeah, I think the same thing is happening.
But he's at 0 right now.
Yeah. Okay. And then the last attack is probably just in the hallway. So we'll try to bite at disadvantage, not normal. Alberix. And misses. We can hear barking and howling, but it sounds far off. Alberix, your turn.
How badly hurt is this awful? Hey, I can see the creature now. Can I tell what it is?
Not in the cloud that's around it.
Does it look hurt?
You have no idea. You just know something's there. You don't. It could be an ogre. It could be anything. Still standing there.
All right. The healing spirit on me gives me 5 hit points back.
Okay.
I am going to turn around. I can't tell how badly hurt the ogre is, and I can't tell how badly hurt the other thing is.
No, not really.
I'm going to try to stab this ogre again.
Okay. Yeah, hits. All right.
9 points of magical stabby damage.
And that was to the south, right?
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
I would like to use my bonus action. So I can't see rock. I can't tell where they are.
Nope. You can't. Just like they can't tell where you are, which is the only reason you're still alive.
Yeah.
It cuts both ways.
Well, I can. It's the darkness that is making it so that I can't see. Right.
Yeah, it's a cloud of oily smoke, not darkness.
Oh, all right.
So it's an obscuring cloud, just like yours is. Your obscuring cloud is made of insects. Its obscuring cloud is made of oily smoke.
Gotcha. All righty.
Brings us to Tristan.
All right.
Something's blocking the door.
I will stab through the door yet again. My world is stabbing through doors.
Yes.
Oh,
I really didn't need this weapon.
I feel like we said something like if it happened too many times, it would completely break. But I think you're at a -3 at this point. Oh my god. The sword is deteriorating in your hands.
Is it going to heal people?
Yeah,
Getting it.
eventually it starts healing them. 19 would hit though.
So he takes 8, and that does count for the most recent damage.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It does have the -3s. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Something still blocks that doorway. Anything else for Tristan?
I just keep praying as we go.
Okay. Ogre. One's dead. So the other one's going to try its disadvantaged Great Club. 12. Can't find the druid anywhere. Brings us to Eingar.
could I perceive whether I heard rock fall down again?
You can make a roll.
I rolled a 3 on my 20, by the way, Lucian.
I'm not wearing any armor. I'm probably falling down pretty
Oh, you
quick.
got your 2 points back and you rolled a 3?
Yep.
You feel the ring go red hot on your finger. So hot you have to pull it off.
Okay.
And for a moment you probably drop it You'll be able to pick it up again eventually, but it's so hot you can't hold on to it.
Okay.
So I can't tell what happened to Rock.
Nope. It's mass hysteria right now.
All right. I'll swing with the short sword again then. At whatever's in the door.
Miss, swish, swish. You think you hit the door jam? You feel like your weapons maybe batted away one time. Don't feel like you gained any purchase.
That's it.
All right. Rock, death save, please. 1 fail. Which cook goes next? There's only one left. So there's 3 targets. Can't really see. I'm going to do a D4 roll again to figure out who is going to take the brunt of the starting attacks. Alberix is a 4. All right, so a D4 is 4. So disadvantage claw towards Alberix. Rolls an 18, 12 slashing damage, Mr. Alberix. If you feel these dirty, jagged fingernails dig into you.
I made my concentration roll.
Oh, cool. And then second claw at disadvantage. 12 more slashing damage.
I'm down.
Ooh.
But the cloud persists. It says the only thing that'll make it go away is a gust of wind.
Okay. What about the other stuff?
Yeah, my healing spirit's down. And
Spirit's down. Totem?
I think so. Plus, they should have had, I don't know about the totem or not.
Well, go ahead and look it up. Let me know if I need to bring it back. Still has a bite left, so it's going to try to bite through the doorway. Dice roller 1, 2, Pelennor 3, 4, Tristan. Rolled a 4, so Tristan tries to bite you as you've been trying to hit it through the doorway. And rolls a 9. Does not get it. Here's some breaking off of teeth as it gnashes and misses, trying to get to you. All right, that brings us to those creatures. They're doing that. Alberix, please roll me a death save. A fail. Tristan, you are up.
Alrighty.
It goes away.
Totem. Okay. 13 misses, 16 misses.
No, that's what I can do.
All right. Ogre. Can't get to the doorway to do anything. He's going to pick up Alberix and put him in the room here as his turn. Drop him off, and then he goes back into the hallway and realizes there's something there. Can't quite tell what's there. Actually, may not know. I think he might swing at that creature, not knowing what is there at disadvantage, but does not make contact. So we hear the big swish of the club, and then we hear a language yell out gutturally at this creature. in a lot of anger. And then you hear another language of like a, oh, no, sorry, kind of voice response. Does anybody speak Giant?
Nope.
Okay, so
Nope.
it's a unintelligible language as far as you're concerned. Eingar, you're up.
I'm kind of concerned that I haven't heard Rock swinging.
Okay.
So I'd like to see if I can.
You could just, as an action, start groping around, and then you would find him.
All right. That would be my action.
Well,
I would.
yeah, if you're gonna heal him, I'll say searching, groping on the ground, and then trying to heal what you find on the ground can be all one action if that's what you're gonna do.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I think that would be okay.
I'll heal him for 4.
All right, 4 healing points.
Is that right? Yeah.
All right, so that's your action.
That's it for me.
All right, Rock, you kind of sputter awake again, prone on the ground. You have 4 points of healing.
Well, if you guys think
You broke up. I didn't hear what you said.
I will stand
Okay.
Give him a heck.
and I will attack recklessly, I guess.
Okay. 17 hits.
$20.
Okay.
Please do it.
Next attack.
Something blocks the doorway. It kind of shifts as you felt your first hit sink in, and it shifts out of the way, and you miss on the second one. So it's going to swing back. Eventually, it's going to kill one of you. So disadvantage. Nope. Normal attack for Rock. Here comes a claw. 14.
Miss.
Yes. Second claw.
Hit.
11 slashing. And dice roll 2. Tries to hit Eingar this time. Tries to bite you through the doorway.
Is it still at disadvantage?
Yeah, disadvantage. 14.
That'll miss.
That misses. All right. And then it's going to move 5, 10, 15. You guys can go ahead and get a opportunity attack, but at disadvantage if you want to use your reaction. Yeah, Tom hit. Nice. For 10. Nice. Even with all the minuses. Good job.
Yeah, I know.
So it was 5, 10, 15, 20. 25. All right. Eingar rolled a 13, missing as he thinks something passed by the doorway there. And then they would go. Alberix, give me a death save, please. Fail number 2. This is getting dire. He coughs up some blood. His breathing gets really wheezy as if he can't catch his breath. Something's wrong with him. Tristan is up.
Any chance I could hear the coughing and wheezing?
Perception check. Maybe. No.
All right. Then
The
I'm
buzzing
gonna try to
insects are too
pursue
loud.
that whatever the hell that thing is. The thing with the tree on its back.
You don't quite know where it went. You notice that the doorway is open now. You stumble over a prone body on the ground.
Yeah, that's probably the ogre we dropped, I'm guessing, or the thing we dropped earlier.
No, I mean you climb over a rock.
Oh, yeah. All right. I keep going.
I dig my heel in.
He's an orc. That kind of thing makes him feel better.
Let me send this one to the back just so we can. And then I think you're here now. So you're in this hallway. It's still buzzing with insects. You feel a presence to your south. Maybe you see the glimpse. Not with the shadowy cloud. It'd be really tough. But you hear sounds to the north and to the south of you.
Does this shadowy cloud follow the thing that left, or is it just like, how big is it?
It's filling up the room you've been in, and it still fills up this hallway at this point.
Right.
So it's filled up the room and the hallway, as far as
All
you
right.
can tell.
Well, then it would be sensible, since we're trying to chase this thing, to go north, since
Okay.
that's where they came from.
Sure.
So I'll just keep going this way along the edge of the wall until I run into something.
Yeah. You can. You think something's there.
All right, then I'm gonna swing at it.
Cool. 21 does hit.
See, that's where you start seeing the problem with the damaged weapon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My God, don't you have a dagger or something you can pull?
Nope.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I can do.
All right. 5, 10, 15. Something moves up behind you. You hear the stomping foot. You can hear the swish of a club hitting one wall, and then swishing and hitting another wall, and then swishing and hitting a wall. And then finally it's kind of behind you. It's going to try to make a disadvantage attack from behind. Great club. It's not been doing so well, though. Oh, it rolls a 20, though.
Yeah, that would hit.
And it does 11 bludgeoning damage.
Oh. Only 11?
Only 11. All right. That is its turn. It is now blocking the doorway. Eingar, you're up. There's something blocking the doorway.
I am going to see if I can play Drock again.
Okay. You kind of can guess where he's at a little bit. What are you going to try to do?
Do another cure.
Oh,
Try and
okay.
heal him a little more.
All right.
Now that he's back down. For 4.
Okay. 4 points of damage, or 4 points of healing.
And that's it for me.
All right. Rock, you were up. Lying prone.
Get him, Rock.
His eyes pop open again. Stands up for half his move.
You realize you're a zombie now. You're
Yeah,
not an
okay.
orc, half orc anymore. You're a half zombie.
And he recklessly attacks that ogre again. Or whatever's in the doorway. He can't tell. He's just been swinging at a tree out there for all.
Clearly, the undead have some issues with the hitting things.
Yeah.
God dang it.
So disadvantage now. Actually,
Does that ogre feel the great axe whiz by its head a couple times? And
let me check something. Yeah, that's actually different. All right, so the first thing you do notice, Tristan, is you are now outside of the bugs. So there's no more bugs kind of getting in your way like it has been for quite a while here. But still at disadvantage. The obscuring cloud. Here comes a claw. Rolling a 22 for 9 slashing damage.
Yep, so I'm done.
Let's just see if we can get this 5. So yeah, you go to 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It doesn't move out of that range. So it's still within the range of the doorway. We're going to try to claw something through the doorway. Disadvantage. Oh, you went reckless, so it's normal. 14.
Miss.
And a bite. 17.
Hit.
Oh, okay. 0. That. Tom's at that. Okay. That is its turn. It cannot get all of you down at once. Those things which are not here, you're so lucky for that. Albrix. Death save, please. Ooh, success.
Oh, man.
Success. All right. All right. Tristan, death save, please. Okay, success. Ogre. Squeezes through the doorway into the room, moves and maneuvers, thinking there's something here, hears noises, keeps hearing something cast spells from the spot, but still at disadvantage, tries to swing its great club at you. Only rolls an 8, so it misses. Eingar.
I hear Rock drop down again. I'm gonna slap him again.
Okay. How many of
I
them
can't
you
do
got?
this by myself.
How many spell slots you got?
This will be my last first level. I'll have one more I have 1 second level left.
Crazy. Ooh, 10 points.
Maxed it out.
All right, take that off. There we go. Rock, laying prone.
I guess he stands up for half his move.
Cool.
Still in the bug swarm, right? This hasn't dropped. This is still around.
Last for 10 minutes. But you're in the darkness as well.
Yeah, you've got 2 things going on.
Well,
You're at the edge of it.
I'm gonna recklessly attack that or whatever's behind me.
Swing away. 18 would hit. Ooh, 22.
21.
Oh, I see. I figured it was doing the other thing. Yeah. We hear a crash of a body.
All right. Heartened Rock. That's like a that was like a big backhand swing. Accidentally hit the ogre in the head. So he gets excited when that happens. He's going to swing forward, I guess, through the door.
All right.
At
You hit the door. Are you still excited?
he is actually to take his third.
Yeah, you feel it sink into the wood.
That's all he's got.
All right. This is do or die. Oh my god. Disadvantage, but normal claw. 13 misses. 10 misses. Bite. Oh,
Bite hits.
11 piercing damage.
Jeez.
And then They're done. Oh, wow. These guys are probably there easily. Yeah, I think this starts to happen. For the first time, Eingar, the oily smoke seems to dissipate. Though half of that room that you're in is still covered, the part that you're in you can see. You can see a dead ogre body. You can see a dead corpse here. You can see these back walls. Albrix, death save, please.
Oh.
Roll me a 1d4, please. Okay. Tristan, death save, please. Ooh, makes it 2 successes. Nicely done. Ogre's dead. Eingar, your turn. You probably see the foot of Rock on the ground. You can't see the rest of him.
Do I hear anything from the other guys from Alburix?
You don't hear. No, you hear probably the buzzing noise out in the hallway. You hear movement out in the hallway, but you don't know what it is.
I'm gonna use my last spell on Rock.
All right.
Get him up. For 9 points.
9 points of healing. Rock, you think you're in Groundhog Day now. It's happened so many times.
Oh my God.
You're Bill Murray playing Rock the Barbarian right now.
Yeah.
You're on the ground.
Well, half his movement standing up.
All right.
Can I see Tristan?
Not until you move. You're in the cloud at the moment.
All right. This isn't impossible to play, right? I'm gonna stand.
Then just roll it.
Huh?
Then just roll dice
well,
to see if it.
He'll step out of the doorway.
Okay, you're still in darkness, and you walk into the bugs. For a moment there, you were just on the edge of them, but now you're fully in the bugs.
Oh, the bugs weren't even in here? I'm going to open up my pouch and hand Eingar. This is hard not to do. All right. Put me in the hallway, and I'll make a perception check. If I can spot Tom.
In that spot, you don't see. I mean, it's just darkness and buzzing insects all around you. You can hear noises to the north. You hear movement.
All right. I go there.
Now you can see Tom laying on the floor. And you see 2 Norkers in the hallway. Raising their clubs.
I'm going to step forward and meet him.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will attack I'll attack.
You'll attack.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are they out of the bugs?
Yeah, you all of you are at the top of this,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
no
I'll hit
smoke
that.
or anything.
I'll attack that one normally.
Okay, yeah, 27 hit. Okay,
I'm assuming it doesn't.
doesn't go down. It's close though.
Second one.
19 does hit.
7.
Yeah, that guy goes down.
And since that is killed, and I can. Do I have to do that with? Do you know if you attack normally on great weapons or with a normal attack, does great weapons mastery still?
Yeah.
Okay, I will step forward and attack last. No.
Oh yeah, they don't have the feats listed.
15.
Oh wait, they do. 15 is a miss. Oh no, they only show grappler. They don't show all the feats. Yeah, make a melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
That's all I got.
Okay. 5, 10. So battle in the hallway. Oh, actually, when you come around that corner, you see the other problem. Token layer. So I think at this point we'll go for broke, maybe. Oh, God, it's done so effective now, though. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the cloud. Well, I mean the insects are still there, so it doesn't matter. Goes towards the noise. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Dang it.
Move closer. Oh, it can just go 40 if it wants. So we'll go here. It'll go to the doorway and swing. Could go 40. So I could go up to where Rock is. I'm going to make a perception check to see if it hears Eingar. Or if she hears Eingar. So that's going to be normal perception. No, I don't think she would. So, Eingar, you can feel or hear something moving past the doorway. Do you want to use your reaction to hit it?
Sure.
Okay. 19 hits.
Has this been damaged?
Yeah.
It has, hasn't it? Okay. 9 points.
9.
That's magic.
Yeah.
That's magic.
All right. Something slumps down in the hallway.
Get
Small
out
victory.
of town.
Small victory. I'll take that.
Yeah. All right. Then we get to here. So that's that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. just gonna put this over here. Like that. We have Alberix is down. Tristan. Death save, please. One more success and you stabilize. You stabilize. Give me a D4 roll. 1d4. All right. Eingar, you were up.
Okay. I don't see anybody around me. Is all the black inkiness gone?
It is not.
Okay. I'm gonna come out the door. If you can help me with that.
Sure. It's difficult terrain coming out of there, so you can use up 10 points on that square there.
I'm gonna pull off a patch off the cloak that is 4 potions of healing.
Cool.
And I'm gonna try and pour one down Tristan's throat.
Let's do a perception check first here to see if you can even scrabble around and find him. All right, so yeah, you're searching around and you find a body. You kind of move up to him.
And what's it? Shoot. Is that a 2d6 potion of healing?
If it's normal, it's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Oh, that's 1d4. Do another one. So 5 points.
Okay. 5 points of healing. There we go.
And that's probably my turn.
Yeah, it'd be action, movement, and reaction. Mr. Norker. I was going to swing his stone club at, I guess, the barbarian?
Question for you.
Sure.
So, I assume the inky blackness came back with a thing that died, right?
What do you mean?
Or are we still out of the cloud? Well, was it generating from her? Or
It
was it
seemed to move, yeah.
So, when she came here, it came with her, right?
As a player, you know that. As a player, you know that. I don't think your character would know that.
Well, my character's getting up. The reason I'm asking is if the well, I've got two parts to this actually.
Yeah.
One is the Norker in the darkness cloud.
Yes.
All right. Because if I'm awake and such, can I do my reaction if I needed to? At this point.
Sure. I mean, you are prone, but the ability doesn't really say anything about being prone. So even though it doesn't sound like
right
logically it would work, that should work in the rules. It'll work. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can make attacks prone too. It just sucks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was what I was asking. But if he's already at disadvantage, doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's at disadvantage. Yeah. Oh, I see where you're going with that. So yeah, disadvantage, stone club. 16.
16 hits.
5 bludgeoning damage. And then it tries to bite you. Ooh. Bites onto you for 5 piercing damage.
Rock goes down.
You're going to have so many holes in you.
I know.
This is another just big mess. So there's lots of noise going on. We can hear voices. They're just going to move forward, barking and yipping until they find something. So at that point, there's like they're poking at stuff. They're going to try to poke at Tristan. Oh, this cloud's a mess. Oh, not Norker. I don't want that. So some gnolls have showed up from the gong. You guys got the beehive this time. So they've got... Ooh, okay. So it's just using its spear because it can't really see. It is at disadvantage. You're prone. So at advantage, or not advantage, I'm sorry, just normal. So a normal attack, spear. 13, I think, would cling off of your armor and shield. Tries one more time as it realizes something's there and is wiggling around and trying to stop it from hitting it. Not able to get through. So it'll stop there. The next one will come in. 10, 15. We'll try the same thing. Spear at disadvantage. Spear at disadvantage. Oh, that one hit. 6 piercing damage.
Yep, and I'm at 0 again.
Oh, 0. Wait. There we go. So the first one missed, second one hit. Another guy comes in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Disadvantaged spear shots towards our ranger. Ooh, that one hit for 5.
Okay.
Rolling a 22. Rolling a 13 on the second one would be a miss.
Yep.
Last one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I don't think it can get there. So it gets blogged up in these bodies here trying to maneuver around and can't get around. Rock, death save, please. You are up with 1 point. It is your turn.
Good Lord.
Man.
You have 1 hit point and you have your full turn. As you rise up, or as you attack from the ground, or you rise up,
Dude,
or whatever.
I guess he's gonna stand. I don't see any reason not to attack recklessly at this point. Anybody?
Well, they get disadvantage if they try to hit you, but I don't know. I'm not saying it. It's what you've been doing is working. You guys kill a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
If anyone hits you, you're going down again.
Absolutely.
Right. So disadvantage is more worthwhile than 1 attack at advantage. Because you're going to end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attacks against you. And if they all go normal, they have a good chance of hitting you. But if you do that at disadvantage, most of them probably will miss. Maybe all of them.
I've only got a 16 AC.
Yeah, but they're not exactly, awesome.
Mm-mm.
It's up to you. I mean, it's your guy. I'm just, since you asked.
It did. Well, I don't know. I'm in darkness again.
Yeah. You're wondering if somebody cast blindness on you or something.
Thing is, Tom, if I get him when I'm reckless, I can. Shoot.
Well, great weapon master with
No,
2
you're
attacks.
right. You're right. I'll do 2 attacks normal.
Who are you hitting?
Or Norker, sorry.
Norker. Yes, 20 is a hit. Yeah, he goes down.
All right.
What a beast.
He will turn that kill and use his bonus attack to attack the southernmost reachable 14.
Miss.
And his last
Miss. Oof. So you roll a 20 to come up out of being dead, kill a guy, and you're standing, holding the line. That creature's dead. These creatures I think would go here. For now, I believe. All right. Alberix, we've rolled. Tristan. We need a death save for Tristan. Almost a 20. Could have got it up just like Rock. That would have been epic. Eingar, you were up. In the darkness, there's things are flying around. You've been wounded. You've been wounding things.
Can I tell if Tristan's down?
Perception. Sure. Yeah. Yep. There's a still body down at your feet.
I've got a couple more of these potions of healing. I'll try and get one in him.
All right. So you can use your action to use a potion.
Yep.
All right.
6 plus 2, you said, right? So 8 points.
Yep. 2d4 plus 2. Yep. All right. Any other stuff for Eingar?
No.
All right. So that person's down. We'll start at the top. Disadvantage because you did not go reckless. Is going to try to spear at disadvantage Rock. 9 is a miss. Tries one more time. 12 is a miss. The next one, I think that would be Rock also. 10 is a miss. They can't see you through the cloud. And a 9 is a miss. Then I think we would have 2... Probably still just stabbing away. Oh my god. Yeah, I think these ones try to hit Eingar at this point. Let me do a dice roll. If I roll a 1d4, is this all? Oh wait, I don't want. That's what it's been doing. There we go. So if it's a 4, they'll try to hit Tristan. Nope, they're going to go to Eingar. All right. So at disadvantage, here's a spear shot. 14 would miss. Spear shot, 13 misses. And then the last one, spear shot, 11 misses. And a 9 misses. All misses. Nice. That brings us to Rock.
Normal attack. One to the north.
So at disadvantage.
Is that what we figured out?
Still obscured.
Still obscured?
Wait, so you rolled reckless on those other 2 attacks? Because you only rolled once. On the 20 and the 14. And the 8.
Oh, no, I did not have advantage turned on, so I guess those would be normal too. As well.
So they would have been disadvantage, right? Or you did reckless.
Yeah, I hit the reckless button, I guess.
Okay. So what are you doing this time?
He'll attack reckless.
Okay. The top knoll.
Yep.
10 is a miss. 21 is a hit. Yeah, for
20.
Oh. You cleave into him and he barely stands. I thought he was going down. Anything else for Rock?
That's all he's got.
All right, that's gone. Those are gone. That's done. Tristan, you are prone on the floor.
I get up,
All right.
and then whatever knoll or thing that seems like it's yapping at me gets stabbed.
All right.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, one miss. One hit. The one right next to you, or what?
Whatever makes the most sense, to be honest.
Minus. All right. Yep, you feel your sword bite into it. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Eingar, you're up.
All right. My friends are up. I can hear them. I'm gonna swing away at whatever's next to me, I guess. This is disadvantage?
Miss. Yeah. Miss. Yeah, that would hit.
Four.
All right. Boy, these guys are. It's that time of night where I roll really bad. Let's see if I can finish this off or not.
That Norker's dead, isn't he?
He is.
Okay.
All right, so normal spear against rock. Miss. Normal spear against rock. Ooh, it hits for 3 piercing.
Down.
Oh no. Okay. That guy's done. So this guy would be disadvantage. Spear versus Tristan. Doesn't matter because it rolled a 21. 7 piercing damage.
I still have 1.
Okay. Tries to spear one more time. Only a 7. Doesn't make it. Next one down. We'll try to spear you. Disadvantage. Tristan gets a -1 on damage with this spear if he can ever hit. He doesn't hit. And the last one tries to hit Pelennor or Eingar for a 15.
That hits.
Oh, that does hit.
That's exactly what they needed.
6 piercing.
Still up.
And a spear shot of a 10. The one that went down, he got rock, so he gets to move. I'm going to pretend rock fell here, just so we can move him. And this thing gets a bite attack on a rampage. When the gnoll reduces a creature to 0 hit points with a melee attack, the gnoll can take a bonus action to move up to half its speed and make a bite. So it's going to try to bite Tristan. But it is at disadvantage, so it misses. Rock. Death save, please. We're almost there. Okay, 1 fail. These people aren't going. Tristan, you are up.
All right. Whatever tried to snap at me with its teeth, I stab at that.
Stab at the 1 miss. 1 hit. Ooh. A body collapses.
Excellent.
Eingar, you're up.
I am going to interact with the row of useful items and pull off a couple of mastiffs.
Okay.
One patch that has 2 mastiffs and throw it down. Would that count as an action or an interaction?
That's an action.
Okay.
Let's see if I have those. Oh, I think I do. Yeah. Okay. What I need. Of course, I'm not going to have that ready. All right. What I'll do is I'm going to use. What can I use? I guess I could use.
Looks like you've got direwolves set up.
I do.
You can just make them smaller, maybe.
Yeah, I think they look. Let's see. I can try it. Control C, Control V. Control V. All right. Put them here and here. And now I need a character sheet for them. Mastiffs. Yeah, save. Character sheet, NPC. There, I got it. Okay. And we'll go. Do we select one? Yep. Oh,
That's fortuitous.
It's gonna look like the other ones, yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Nice. All right, so that's your action.
Yep.
All right, so these creatures would get to go. Oh, you're. I think you're able to give them a command, right? I assume you can just tell them what you want them to do.
Tell them to attack the gnolls.
Yeah, makes sense. All right. So disadvantage bite. Miss. Disadvantage bite. And a miss. So both mastiffs try to attack that gnoll and they're unable to bite him. So that's their turn. Gnolls. Can they finish this off or not? Jesus, you guys are so tough. Disadvantage spear on Tristan. 8 miss. 10 miss. The second one. Disadvantage spear. 12 is a miss. A crit hit.
I'm down.
All right. Falls to the ground. I'm going to have you swap places with this guy because he's going to move to your spot. He's going to try to bite Eingar. Misses. The last guy tries to spear. 15.
That hits.
Oh. For 6.
Still up.
Oh, my lord. Spear. Misses. What is left? Rock.
That's crazy.
Death save. Another fail. That person's gone. Let's take this person out. These ones aren't. I'll leave them in case. Albrix, we'll leave you out for now. Tristan, death save. Fail. Eingar, surrounded by enemies.
I can't. There's a gnoll standing on top of Tristan, isn't there?
Pretty much, yeah.
So I can't put another potion down his throat.
I don't think so.
I'll attack whichever one's out there.
All right. So you think there's something to your north, you think there's something to your left for sure.
I'll try this one to my left.
All right. 16 hits.
That one hasn't been hit yet, has it?
That one, nope, it does have damage.
Oh, good. Be 5 and 7, I believe. For 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah.
You feel it and you hear it yipe, but it doesn't. You don't hear a body hit the ground.
Do I know where it is now?
Sure, but it's all moving around and it's trying to avoid and block everything you're doing, so it's still disadvantage. 15 is a hit.
For 4.
Ooh, it's still alive.
Battle axe.
Okay. Miss.
Okay, that's mine.
Mastiffs, try to bite this Norker next to you. Disadvantage. Oh, wrong thing. Mastiffs, disadvantage bite. 16 hits for 4. On this one. What's that doing? Oh, yeah. Tears that one down. We'll say that goes there. And disadvantage bite for 4 hits. Down to the wire. Their turn. All right. So we still have... I'm going to move Tristan here a second. 2 gnolls left. This is it. Down to the last. Trying to get this dwarf. Disadvantage. Spear. Hits for 4. Oh. All right. So everybody is down at the moment, correct?
Yep.
Everybody roll. I already have Alberix's. I need a D4 from Tristan, a D4 from Rock, and a D4 from Eingar. All right. This is where we're going to end the session tonight. In a cliffhanger of a giant battle. Well, let me set up where we'll be for next week. Rock, your eyes will open. You'll look around. It is in a black room, and as you move your head, you hear the clink of chains, and you look and you realize you are shackled to a wall. As you start to gain a little bit of consciousness, it's about an hour later, you look to your left and your right, and you see your companions also chained to the wall next to you. And you hear the clank of chains. They seem to be breathing, but all of them look like on death's edge. They all look like they're completely wounded and battered, missing equipment and gear, stripped to just underclothes in some type of cell is where we will pick up next week's adventure in the Black Pyramid. Oh, this battle was crazy. Sorry it took so long. Didn't mean to keep everybody up so late on a Monday night holiday, but it was a big battle, and I just wanted to get through it. So thanks for joining. Let's just wrap it up really quick. If you missed anything, you can watch it on the VODs, and I'll post it on YouTube this week. And hopefully we'll be back next Monday, and we will see what our players do as they are now prisoners of the Black Pyramid and their evil, sinister plans. So hope to see you next week. Thanks, players, for playing. We'll see everybody next time. Bye.
Adios.
Good night, guys.